right. I think we are live after a day off of awesomeness. Oh my goodness! Justin with the giddle! Rene! Tensei! Off the bat, what is going on here? Let me read what he has to say though. So that's the party man too.
Is this enough for a launch week stream of Pokemon Champions with a best 2 out of 3 singles no legends match between you and me?
Justin.
Ninja on or no looking at chat during the match, and I won't have the stream on during the match either.
Justin, let me tell you something. You could have just asked me that, like randomly, and I would have done that for you off stream, just playing the game, on stream, however you want. You did not have to actually donate, so if you want, hit me up. I can send that back to you. You don't have to do that. I appreciate you though, like at least appreciating the time and all that. But yes, I'll get you more than that if you want. Like if you want to put it, we can do more than that. I'll get you. And like I said, we can play off stream too. Like we don't have to play on stream. Like we can play off stream. I got your friend code, so I appreciate you respecting the time, at least when it comes to that. But yeah, absolutely, man. I got you. We can run a few different sets, no legendaries. I'm down. I have all my Pokemon ready. You know, like, I just don't feel like transferring Pokemon from Pokemon this to Pokemon Home, then to Pokemon Scarlet, and to, like, the fact that Champions is coming out and it's all, like, on one base, like, one home, that's good, you know? So it's like, that's what might get me back into playing competitive for real. But yeah, I got you. I already have competitive Pokemon ready to go. That's no problem. Like, from the beginning, we can use Pokemon Home. I can transfer I already have a bunch of Pokemon in Pokemon Home, just chilling there, waiting for Pokemon Champions. So I'm good, man. I'm super good. I can do that for you. Absolutely. Let's get Pokemon Champions in the title too while we're at it. Pokemon Champions. We got to talk about Pokemon Champions because that game is looking crazy good too. So
nah, I was just supporting. I just like the WWE like call out for a match. Lol.
Yes, I got you. You're probably gonna cook me. I'm not very good at competitive Pokemon anymore. Or I've got to get my I haven't played in so long. I've got to get my strategies up to snuff. But yeah, man, I got you. Like Pokemon Champions, the fact that you can adjust there's no IVs and you can adjust the EVs very easily. That makes me more excited to potentially get back into, you know, like into competitive Pokemon for sure. Thank you, Justin, with the 103 off the top, getting us already further than beyond. And of course, we went straight from nothing to limit break. Man, we have a possibility for a double platinum plus this break. Let's go. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much, Justin. Appreciate you like always. Shout out to Party Man with the 96 months. That is insane. Thank you so much, Party Man, with the 96 months. And I got your music going for you as well with Super Mario Galaxy. Let's see. What about the things I've seen on my feeds lately on Reddit? There's petitions on PS4 sub to port Requiem. And some guy said his sold his PS5 for PS4 because no exclusives. That's just weird. That's just weird. Why would you sell your PS5 for a PS4 when you can play PS4 games on your PS5? And a lot of times you can play them in better quality. So that makes no sense. I don't know if he even did that. I think that's like a lie. That makes zero sense. Like to do that. Like a PS5 is a PS4 too. It can play both. And like you can get like the you know, the pro capabilities and like better PS4 Pro capabilities on the PS5. Like so that makes no sense. But that's so weird. If he did do that, that's like super weird. Let's get to shoutouts too though. Big love to General Zamora. What's up, General Zamora? Let's go. Let's get Justin on the board here with the 103. You are definitely the Hokage. I'm not sure if anyone's gonna beat you. That's good though. If you drop a dono, put your music request in there so I can play your music track. I really needed a day off though, guys. I used up all my Sharingan, and that's why I got some. If you guys have noticed, I got some new glasses on because I actually have better blue light blocking for more protection against the blue light. Because yeah, my right eye definitely knocked the Q Sharingan on that one, so I needed that day off, and I needed to overnight some new glasses to wear because the clear is not enough protection for how much I'm editing. But I've been editing a bunch of like projects for other not YouTube. Well, some of the projects might be on YouTube. I don't know how the client's gonna use it, but I've been editing a lot of big projects lately on my when I'm not streaming or when I'm not editing my own videos for this channel. So my eyes have been shot. I have not been getting a ton of sleep. So sorry about that. Sorry, you know, if some of you guys maybe don't like the new style. But I'm trying. I'm doing my best, man. I'm doing my best. I'm trying to, you know, trying to work and trying to, you know, do what I need to do. Man, inflation, bro. Those gas prices. All right, let's see here. I was punked this morning with the Fox announcement. You were punked this morning with the Fox announcement. Yes, I did see that Fallout got a new patch. It looks great. I'm going to try it out at some point, like when it's cheaper. I'm going to try it out for sure. I'm going to try it out. But yeah, it got DLSS support. So it's going to run better and look better in 60 FPS and in 40 FPS modes. So like I said, Switch 2 is good, man. Like you can't sit there and tell me that it's not good. After this new update, people are saying like the new update for Fallout, people are saying this is incredible. Like this is an incredible device. It looks better than Steam Deck, obviously. So like, yeah, I mean, I don't see how when people say, oh, it's not good or something. I'm like, that's crazy. Like the Switch 2 system is it's great. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a really good system. So yeah, man. What is Sharingan? It's a eye jutsu in like, or eye technique. Let's just say that in Naruto, where they change their eye, basically like their eye pupil, and it gives them like the ability to see attacks before they happen. And like they can play like visual tricks.
Windows night light mode, it cuts out a lot of the blue light.
Yeah. Have you tried? I have tried it, but I hate that. So this cuts out like almost all of the blue light. I don't like the Windows. I just don't like how it looks. This is like kind of weird, but I'm getting used to it. It kind of gives me like a beach vibe a little bit, you know, like with the tint. So I actually like this more, but I have tried Windows night mode and I just don't like that. So this one for me is a little bit better. But yeah, it's all good. But yeah, Sharingan, that's what Sharingan, Jeffrey. It's like an eye jutsu. And like if you use it too much, your eye starts bleeding, or like you go ah, like it like pains them because like it uses up so much of your natural energy. So when I said that, oh, I used up too much of my Sharingan, I'm just talking about my eye started hurting really bad from editing so much. So it's a Naruto joke. And then I thought I was being punked with the Fox announcement. Oh, okay, I got you on there. Hey, what's up, Bead Queen? Welcome to the stream, young lady. Man, I need to get some blue light glasses. I stare at screens all day for work. Pleasure. And my, yeah, dude, I've got glasses on tap, bro. I got so many. Like, you know how many glasses I got just in case something, bro? I got like 3 or 4 on deck just in case, you know? So you gotta have if you're working on computer screens, guys, don't wait. Don't wait. Get those glasses now. Go on Amazon. Go ahead and get you a pair of like $15 glasses. Thank you, Justin, for another 3. Also, thank you. Is it Spyros? Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Elite Ninja Village. So absolutely, man. It's interesting for sure. All right, let's see here. One of the main reasons screens clear your eyes, the blinking and dryness. Make sure to blink. Yeah, use eye drops. Yeah. Glasses really help out too, though. Like I've went to a professional about it, and glasses really do help out. You know what I'm saying? Like they really do help out. So it's one of those things to where it's you know, you just gotta do that too, you know, and it really does. Like I said, it helps out. So all right, hold up. Let me get this over here to 1 ohm. There we go. I don't know, man. YouTube's kind of messing up for me, man. All right, let's see here. Especially if you get migraines. Yeah, I don't really get migraines, but yeah, especially if you get migraines for sure. One of the main reasons screen kill. Okay, I already read that. My bad. People don't get it. They try to be a viable third-party machine. It just isn't first-party only. Yeah, people always get in the way describing like there are like 5 different eye people in the show. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, what's up, Shaw X? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? What is good? What's up, Samuel the Tiny Tuber? What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today, brother? Welcome. Maybe you should watch Naruto. If you got time, watch it. I mean, it's a long anime. It's not as long as One Piece, but there's like multiple arcs. You have like the original Naruto, then you have like Naruto Shippuden where they're like a bit older, like a few years older, and then you have Boruto where they're like adults and then they have like kids. So it's kind of like there's different time pieces. Like I personally like Shippuden the most, but you gotta watch. I mean, Naruto to me is better than like the original Dragon Ball. You know, like Shippuden's kind of like Dragon Ball Z. What is to like Dragon Ball? But I think the original Naruto is better than like the original Dragon Ball. But yeah, it's really long. Like Shippuden's really long. There's like a lot of fillers, so you gotta like watch out for the filler episodes. But if you do that, it's really good. And like Boruto, it starts out slow, but it gets really good later. So, let's see. I got a clear blue layer on my prescription just to help. Yeah, there you go, Paladin. Yeah, exactly, man. So Nintendo can force gaming industry to follow the pricing model of digital games if they start releasing big games like Pokemon at 60. Here's the funny thing. The interesting thing is that Nintendo, people are talking about this as if it's like something new, but technically speaking, Nintendo actually already did this. The Switch One. Is that Baby Bead? Okay, you changed your name to Baby Bead Queen. Okay, what's up, Baby Bead Queen? Welcome. Just Bead Queen's cool though, right? So here's the thing. Nintendo did this last generation. People are saying that, why would Nintendo do this? And it's like, they actually did this last generation. They just did it in a little bit more of an obtuse way that guaranteed more money at the beginning. They did it with the voucher system. The voucher system it's the exact same thing. The only difference is that this is just off the top. So the voucher system on the Switch One allowed you to get every single big first party game, for the most part, digital for $10 cheaper. No questions asked, for the most part. Like, all you had to do, though, was you buy two, and it's $100. So usually if you buy two digital games on the eShop, that would be like two full price games. That'd be $60 per pop, right? So that'd be $120. But with the digital vouchers, it was for two games for $100. So you save $20. So this is literally the exact same thing when it comes to like how much you say, like $10, right? It's the same thing. So the only difference is that you don't have to buy the vouchers first, then use the codes, then redeem them. You just get it off the top. Now, once again, we've got to wait and see, though. If you watch my video on it, which I think my video got buried for some reason, but however you say it. But if you watch my video, I say that, well, wait a minute. This could still be to where Nintendo has, like, more expensive games. They'll just charge cheaper for the digital and then more expensive for the physical. So, for example, a game like, let's just say, like, the next big 3D Mario, that might be $80. And they say, okay, well, it'll be $80 for the physical, and it'll be $70 for the digital. So, and another game, like let's say they have like a new Mario Golf game. Okay, it'll be $70 for the physical and $60 for the digital. And they still hold to like, oh, well, we're not raising the price of physical games because they already had an $80 game. Mario Kart World was $80. And they have a variable pricing scale. So no, there is no set price. So that's the thing. That's the thing that I will say. I think that, yes, you will save some money. If you buy digital, you are going to get games for $60, you know, which is cool. But it was the same thing with the Switch One. All the digital games were $50. If you buy them you buy the voucher system, you redeem them, you get them for $50 instead of $60. You can get, I think even Tears of the Kingdom was eligible, right? So you can get that instead of for $70, you can get it for $60. So yeah, it's kind of like that. Shippuden has some banger songs and like awesome stuff, man. You stopped watching the Pain arc since it was a big filler arc. There's like the Great Ninja War, there's a lot of fillers, but if you get past those, it's really good. So I would just say, you know, do that, you know. I'm okay with 80. I don't like to pay that, but 60 is 79 in inflation. Then you add the tariff plus 10. Listen, I don't want to pay 80. I think that's a bit much when it comes to games. Now there will be some games, obviously, if they charge that. Okay, if it's good enough, I'll get it. But if it's not, then I'll be like, no, I'm not buying that. You know, so like Mario Kart World, like I don't think that should have been 80. So yeah, that's kind of how I see it. I think that if it's too much, then I'll call it out and say that's not good. No, it should be 70, or it should be, to me, like I said, it would have been great if everything was just 60. I think that would have been awesome. But it's not. So. Do you think that Nate the Hates podcast tomorrow will contain any new tidbits about potential direct, or do you think it'll just be a regular podcast around what Nate is playing? It'll probably won't be a regular podcast around what Nate is playing. There'll probably be some interesting stuff in there. So we'll have to wait and see though. So that's kind of how I feel on that one. I don't know what's going on with this. Sorry if you get some spam. let's see, the voucher system was great, being discontinued, right? Yeah, it's already been discontinued. So the voucher system's discontinued, but if you have vouchers, they'll last for till whenever they expired. But what I'm saying is that Nintendo had that voucher system pretty much throughout the whole generation, last gen. So you were getting $10 off all of the big Switch games, Switch 1 games. Some people are surprised that why, oh no, Nintendo wouldn't do this. It's like they did. They did it with the Switch 1. And on top of that, digital games, you ended up saving with digital games anyway. Like if you bought games full price at launch, because you would get points. The gold coin system would accumulate points, and then you can use those points on any purchase that you have to buy more games into your wallet, right? The gold points. So they've always done, if you, well, at least with the Switch era, they've always done to where digital was a bit cheaper than physical. That's not a new thing. They're just doing it off the top on the MSRP now, instead of through some type of, oh, here's gold points, or which I wish they would have brought the gold points back, but or here's some type of voucher system and all that, you know. So that's the main difference. Let's see here. Might not be cheaper though due to the price of paid for the memory card. Due to the price paid for the memory card. What memory card are you talking about? Adam Carson. Yo, what's up, Adam Carson? Thank you for the 39 months. Appreciate that. Are you talking about like an express card? Well, we're not including memory and all of that as part of the cost. So then, like, if you buy like an online game, are you including your PSN subscription as part of the cost? I mean, of course you're not. So we're not including like, oh, how much you pay for a memory card and stuff like that. We just got to go off the top because everybody pays different prices, has different requirements. Some don't mind deleting games and doing. So we're not going to start doing stuff like that. I mean, we can, if we're talking about like an overall kind of like what you need to kind of get going and things like that, then okay. But if we're just talking about like off the top, we're assuming that you have the space to download a digital game, or when you want to download a digital game, you will delete something and re-download something. You know, like I never added the cost of bigger memory for my PS5. You know, even though I had to constantly delete and read out, I never added the cost. I just said, listen, this is what you get. If you want to play a game, you can delete and you can, you know, as long as there's not like, you know, one game that takes up your whole memory card, then, you know, I'm not going to start adding the cost of that, because then you have to start doing it like really weird and like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm surprised the Universal just revealed Fox McCloud being in Super Mario Galaxy movie just like that, whether it fits within that universe or not. I'm excited to see him again. I mean, it's Galaxy, it's space, so Star Fox is in space. So I mean, it fits because, you know, Star Fox is in space. So, but that's why I think that there could be a new game. I think there could be a new game because the same thing happened with Donkey Kong. You know, they revealed that Donkey Kong was going to be in the movie, and then, you know, before we knew about Donkey Kong Bonanza, then all of a sudden Donkey Kong Bonanza happened. So I think it's definitely possible that Star Fox makes his return at some point. So it feels different because it's MSRP. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that Nintendo still gave, I mean, technically speaking, it was the same thing. The only difference now is that you don't, one, the MSRP of games are higher than they were with the Switch 1 era outside of Tears of the Kingdom. But also, two, once again, yeah, it's not a voucher system, which a lot of people were just too lazy to use anyway. Like, a lot of digital people didn't even use those. Even though I've seen people that did not use the voucher system, and they bought all their games digital. Like, because they just did not care to go through the process. Like, they didn't care about the $10, you know? They're like, whatever, I don't care, you know? But they should have, because obviously the voucher system's way better than just buying the game straight up digital. Like, if you buy all digital, there was no reason to not use the voucher system. But there's some people that just didn't do it, and maybe that's why that's what Nintendo saw. Like, some people just aren't using this, you know. So I don't know. Might be a hot take, but I think Universal Nintendo are over marketing the Mario Galaxy now. They don't need to reveal the cameo. I mean, yeah, like some people feel that way, and that's fine too. But I mean, if you saw the social media buzz, like, I'm pretty sure a lot of Star Fox fans went out there and pre-ordered tickets. So I think it was really just a marketing ploy, and it got people talking about the movie right before the launch of the movie. So I think that's what they were looking for, and that's what they got. Look at the post for Star Fox and look at how many, it got millions upon millions upon millions of views, and people spreading it everywhere and people writing. That's all they wanted. It was a pure marketing ploy to sell tickets, and I'm pretty sure it worked. I'm pretty sure you got a lot more people going out there and buying tickets now that Star Fox has been confirmed. You know, I think people were always going to go see it, but now that Star Fox is in there, it's like, oh wow, this is really like a Nintendo cinematic universe. You got Pikmin, you got Star Fox, you got, you know, all these different types of characters from Nintendo's past and present. So it's like, I think that it was a full marketing ploy, and I think that it worked based off of it. So I mean, people were very excited. And of course, people were just talking. People were like, well, you're spoiling it. Oh, you're not. They just wanted people talking about the movie. That's all they wanted people doing. Whether it was positive or negative, they just want people talking about the movie. From a marketing standpoint. Now, obviously, from a fan standpoint, yeah, it's like, what the heck? Why would you reveal that? You know what I'm saying? Although I think it was going to get leaked anyway. People were going to say, oh, he's in there. And plus, they already showed it. But I understand both ways. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at it, listen, people are excited. Are they over-marketing it? Of course they are. But are they on track for... They're on track for, like, almost 200 million, I think 120 to 150 million opening weekend or opening day or whatever. So their marketing is working. I think it's like Capcom, you know, where they just constantly spam the movie over and over, just like Capcom spams their games. But it works. Capcom's games usually sell pretty good. You know, Resident Evil got spammed over and over, and it sold 6 million units in like a week or so. So, excuse me. Do you think some of the recent complaints of there not being a big Nintendo Direct due to the bias of being content creator, Nintendo needing news to make every videos and revenue? Yeah, some of it's like that too. I think a lot of content creators just want something to talk about so they can make more money. Yeah, absolutely. Says Hyper Bison says that was me. I didn't use the voucher. I just straight bought it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Some people just don't want to go through the trouble of using the vouchers in the first place, so they just buy the game digital and just like, whatever, I don't care, like, you know. So I mean, at some point it was gonna, I mean, if you didn't watch the movie day one, it was gonna get spoiled. Somebody would have spoiled it for you anyway. So unless you were gonna be the first person to go see it and stay off the internet, I mean, you were gonna find out that Star Fox was in there anyway, but probably. Let's see, is it possible it's April Fool's joke? No, it's not April Fool's. Seems Nintendo at Universal will get Star Fox and Pikmin attractions. We'll see about that. What's up, Shane? I bet the cost of making physical game cartridges on the Switch 2 console could be the reason that third-party developers are using GameCube cards Switch 2. I mean, Shane, yeah, we've talked about that. I mean, that's an age-old topic at this point, Shane. I mean, yes, that's the reason. It's because of the cost, Shane. Yes, but that's a topic we discussed already last year for multiple many streams. So I mean, yes, I'm gonna answer your question, but I mean, I'm surprised that you're asking me that, considering that's been a topic that I know that you've been here for like multiple times. But yes, that's the reason why. That is it, Shane. You hit the nail on the head there. See, Mario Galaxy will make more money than the first one. The Super Mario Galaxy movie, it should make more money than the first one, but you never know until you know. I don't really care how much money it makes or not. I mean, they're gonna make a ton of money off the movie, off they're already making tons of money off the movie and the licensing and the merchandising and the toys. And so I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a blockbuster. It's probably gonna be $1 billion movie when it's all said and done, you know. This would have been a nice surprise, but I'm still hyped. Yeah, exactly. I understand for people that were saying, oh, they wish that it was there, you know. Let's see. Didn't you also have to be a member of NSO to use the vouchers too? I don't think so. I don't think you have to be a member of NSO. No. Let's see. OG, wear the Marvel glasses. Yeah, I had to get some stronger glasses to block out blue light because my eyes started jacking up on me 2 days ago. My eyes started hurting like crazy, so I had to overnight some stronger blue light blocking lenses. So these ones they block out like they're pretty much like 99%. They block out pretty much everything. I have the clear ones, but the clear ones, they're good, but they don't do enough. So Doc told me to go ahead and pick up these ones, so I overnighted them. So I'll be wearing these ones. At first it was kind of weird because it gives it like a yellow or orangish tint. But yeah, like I'm vibing with it now, you know what I'm saying? I feel, and it makes this light not as bad that I have right here on me, you know, because I have to use a different shade of the light so my skin doesn't look all ashy. So it kind of brings out my, my melanin. So I have to start using that. And that light kind of annoyed me at first compared to the previous light that I used. So, yes, Rob is in there as well. You think Microsoft and Sony will charge less in the near future for digital? I mean, I think that's the thing. It's like I've seen people go both ways with this. I've seen people say that Nintendo is charging more for physical. I've also seen Nintendo people say that, oh no, it's cheaper. But I think people just need to look at Microsoft and Sony. If you want to know if Nintendo's charging more for physical or not, you need to ask yourself, why has Microsoft and Sony not dropped the price of their digital games, if that's the case? So if Nintendo's just charging more, you need to ask why Sony and Microsoft don't have $60 digital games too, you know? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. That's what I said in my video. I still think 3D Mario can be $80, and then they'll say, oh, 70 for digital. I still think the next big Zelda can be that, you know, once again. But I think that there will be a bunch of games that are $60. So there will be, like, you know, the next Mario Golf game or something. Yeah, that's probably going to be $60 digital, $70. But yeah, I think some of the biggest games, like, you know, the new Mario, the new Zelda, the new Smash Brothers, yeah, those can be 80, 70. But when it comes to most of the games, I think most, like, you know, middle range games, like even maybe like Dust Bloods, like, yeah, that's going to be like a 70, 60, you know? So that's what I think, at least. Thank you for another 3, Justin. I appreciate that. My man, Justin Slangin. Appreciate you. Thank you for the 109 combo board. We are... Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Justin. I appreciate that, man. I did remember that you did need NSO subscription for the voucher program. Oh, you did need one. Okay, so that's also a big change too. I didn't know that you needed the NSO, but you could easily just get the free trial, then get the vouchers. You know, you can do that. But yeah, there was ways around it. But yeah, I didn't know that. But I always had NSO, so it was kind of like, you know, I didn't remember. But so yeah, this is better than that then, because then you don't need the NSO in order to take advantage of it. Let's see here. We don't hear the background music. You do not hear the background music. Oh, okay. That's because I put it all the way down to like freaking nothing. How long have you guys not heard the background music? Nobody said anything to me. So that means, Party Man, did you guys hear your music and all that? Did you hear the Mario Galaxy music? Let's see here. Thank you for the 5 Sonic Slims. I wish physical games still came with the color manuals, posters, art inserts, etc. Small things like that make the whole package feel much more valuable. Yeah, I agree. I wish that they still came with them as well, but, you know, they don't. Yeah. Sorry that... But can you guys hear the music now? Can you guys hear it now? I don't know why the music was so low. It was, like, all the way down. Let's see here. Thank you for the 5, though, Sonic Slim. I appreciate that, fam. And also, Project Rialt with the $10 dono. Jojo Boys in the house. Yo, my bad, OJ. I wasn't trying to start escalate drama on Twitter replies. I was just curious if we were gonna have to pay 80 for Fire Emblem. Oh, no, you're good. Being that guy, we ended up, like I said, it was all good. You weren't trying to, and I didn't take it from you either that way. I think I tried to answer to the best of my ability, but then I realized what you were trying to say, and I do think that is possible. So my bad on that one. I thought you were and I know you said it clear. It was me having a brain fart. So my bad, man. I was running on, my eyes were hurting and I was running on little sleep. So sorry about that, brother. That was my bad. But no, you're right. It could be to where, and I made a video about it too, man. So no big deal, brother. No big deal. You didn't do anything wrong. So yeah, it could be to where some of the games in the future it's 80, 70. Now, I don't think it's going to be like that for Fire Emblem. No, I think Fire Emblem's going to be a 70, 60 game. I don't think Fire Emblem's going to be an 80, 70. I mean, I'd be surprised if Fire Emblem was. I think it's going to be the top tier biggest sellers. So games like Mario Kart, right? Biggest seller. Games like 3D Mario, biggest seller. Legend of Zelda, you know, maybe Animal Crossing, maybe maybe Pokemon. I think these are the games that are going to be potentially be the 80, 70 now with this. But we'll see. Once again, we have to wait and see. We don't know until we know. Thank you for the big 10 though. I appreciate the JoJo. Yo, we out here, JoJo boys. Big love to Justin too. Let me go and get the right total on here. That's 9, and then also, shout outs, man. Appreciate you guys. JoJo, 11 JoJos. That's more than we get JoJo Fridays sometimes. Justin out here, and my man Project with the big support. Thank you. Dag Wizard uploaded Ken Bridges looks performance on first look at performance on Switch thing. It looks amazing, even better than the initial reveal too. Yeah, I think it's 30 FPS though. I wish they would have included a 60 FPS mode. So I mean, if you can have an open world game like Fallout running at 60 FPS I think Kenna should have had like a performance mode. But I know that they're a smaller team. They don't have as much experience working on Switch hardware. So maybe that's it. Maybe they'll release one. But yeah, I would have liked to see 60 FPS mode in there too. Yeah, I checked out the Fallout update. I don't have the game, but I saw what they added. Yeah, DLSS looks better. So yeah, good update. What about you? Did you get a chance to check it out? Yeah, it looks great, and I know that it runs at a solid 30 FPS locked. It's a solid port of the game. I just think that it should have been 60 in my opinion. But once again, just my opinion. I want everybody to look it up. 60 back in 2017 now. Yeah. Brand new Monolith Soft game, Xeno game could be 80, right? I don't think Monolith Soft commands the $80 price tag on their games. Just because they don't sell enough. I think it's going to be the biggest selling IP, guys. Not the biggest actual games. Not like, oh my god, Monolith games are big, so it's 80. No, I mean like the games that actually have like the biggest brand appeal. That do great. So like I said, 3D Mario, Zelda, games like that. Monolith Soft's games aren't that. They're not in the same category as Zelda and as 3D Mario and as like Animal Crossing or Pokemon. They don't sell like that. There's no Xenoblade game that's ever been recorded to sell more than 3 million units. So, or Monolith Soft title game that's ever been. So I don't think so with Monolith Soft games, no. I mean, could it? Sure, but that's just gonna kill their sales, to be honest. Or worst scenario yet to be seen is 80 digital, 90 physical. I don't think it's gonna go that high, because then that would actually go. That would mean Nintendo straight up just lied about saying that digital or physical pricing didn't go up, because that's way higher than anything that they've had. So no, I don't think that's possible. It would break my heart to see Smash 6 at 80-70, but I'm crossing the hell out of my fingers that it isn't. I mean, to be honest, if it's Smash, I'll pay whatever for Smash, so to me it doesn't really matter. And I usually buy Smash digital anyway, just because it's, I want to have it easily accessible and not have to put in the cartridge. But I mean, I'll keep it a buck. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Sure, I would like it just to be 70-60, but if it's 80, I'm gonna buy it regardless, because it's Smash Brothers and I'm gonna put 5 million hours into it. So I actually don't give a crap. It's kind of like people with GTA. People with GTA, they don't care if it's 60, 70, 80. They'll buy. Like, that's my GTA is Smash Brothers. So I actually don't care, because the value that I'll get out of Smash Brothers is significantly higher than like every single other game. Like, Smash is my favorite. That's like my favorite. If you ask me like what's your real favorite that Nintendo produces? I mean, obviously Fire Emblem, Xenoblade, Zelda, those are all great, but Smash Brothers is just, it's the ultimate go. I've been playing it since the day one. It's just the best. It's just the best. There's nothing else like it. And games that try to be like it don't do a good job of being like it, or don't do a good enough job of being like it. So Smash is just incredible. It's just incredible. So I'll pay that for Smash. But once again, I'd probably be paying 70, because I like to buy Smash games digital. I always get Smash digital, even though I get the physical copies like sealed just to keep. But I always buy Smash digital too. Vizion with the $5 dono. And says, hey, if you think Fire Emblem might be more than 70 physical, does Nintendo statement mean that the cost of physical games is not going up? I said I don't think Fire Emblem would be more than 70 physical. I said it's going to be 70 physical, 60 digital. That's what I said. Blood taken. Vizion with the 5 says, issues with the game prices must be for the young. I'm more mad about gas prices. Gas prices are worse right now than video game prices. I can tell you that right now. If you have a truck or if you got a van, yeah, like I was driving, like me and my wife, we went to go see my mom today, like with my boy, and like it's like $6, $6+. So yeah, right now it's rough, man. It is rough.
Great video today. We need to wait and see how pricing unfolds before we praise or demonize things.
Yeah.
We only have Yoshi to look at now. They are keeping MKW Digital at $80, so it leaves the door open for $80 for $90.
Yes.
Think we'll see any more $80 digital games?
I don't think $90, no. I don't think they're going to do because that would be a flat out, like, no, they did raise the price, because there were no physical games. Once again, their statement only holds 100% true if they have anything over than what they've done before. So the highest that they've ever done when it comes to Switch 1 or Switch 2, so they're talking about currently, is $80. So anything physical above $80, their statement was flat out lying false. 100% they were lying. Because once again, they said we're not raising the price of physical games. $90 would be above the price of physical games that they've done. They've done one physical game that is $80. So that is the barrier. That is the absolute limit. If they go to 90 for a physical, that is an outright lie, and they would get absolutely destroyed for that. So I don't think that's a possibility. No. When it comes to other $80 games, yes, that's a possibility because they've done it one time. So technically they would not be raising the price of it since they've already done it with Mario Kart World, and they've already talked about variable pricing. So yeah, that's the thing. But no, 90, that's an outright lie. So I don't think it'd go up that high. No. Let's see. I would have paid 70 for Breath of the Wild and 80 for Tears of the Kingdom. There you go. People would buy GTA at 100 and not even blink. Oh yeah, people do buy GTA at 100. You know, I mean, most people don't. Obviously, most people buy it on discount. But at launch, I mean, if they said GTA is $99 and they'd be like, okay, I'm buying it. But I don't think GTA is going to be $99. I don't think GTA might not even be $80. It might be 70. You know, we'll see. I think Take-Two came out and said it's going to be either 70 or 80. So we'll see. So that would mean 70 max for digital. Yes, that would mean exactly, Daniel. That would be 70 max for digital. Yes. Artist says oil's bad too. Just filled my half tank and on 642. Woo, sorry, man. I think you missed my 35-month alert. Did I? I thought I talked about it. Or I thought oh, never mind. That's J Will. Hey, what's up, J Will? Thank you for the 35 months. I'm sorry about that, brother. Thank you for the big 35 months. I'm not sure. I don't know why it didn't pop up on my screen or I didn't hear it. Oh, no, I see it. Let me replay it. My bad, J Will. Shout outs to Adam Carson. Also, K Black Dragon, thank you for the subscription. Adam Carson, thank you for the 39 months as well, Adam. And also, thank you, J Will Presents. Thank you for the 35 months. Let's go. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate that. I'm not sure why they think games are going to cost 80 for first-party Mario Kart World. Where's the narrative coming from? The narrative is coming from the fact that Mario Kart World is 80, and the fact that there are other Nintendo first-party games that are 80. Now, yes, some of them are DLC or upgrade packs or whatever, right? Like, but it's still 80, right? If you want like the full physical cartridge. So that's where it's coming from. Now, if Nintendo did not have Mario Kart World at 80 and did not have Switch 2 editions, some of them at 80, then this narrative wouldn't be here. It would not be here because we'd know, okay, the standard and everything's been either 70 or lower. But the fact that there are, once again, MSRP games on the shelf, at least here in the US, that are $80, you cannot count out that with Nintendo's variable pricing scale, which, to be honest, every company has variable pricing. Microsoft, Sony, every single company does not charge the same for every single game. Example, Astrobot is $60 on the PS5, and Saros is $70 on the PS5. That is variable pricing right there. You know, that is variable pricing. So and like Sony's charged, you know, they've charged $40 for like Marathon. That's $40. That is all variable pricing. So people only bring it up with Nintendo because Nintendo said it. But Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, they all have variable pricing. And it's actually been like that for a very long time. Prices have never been the exact same for every single game, no matter what, in every single scenario. It's almost never been like that. Now, has there been a somewhat standard? Sure. But there's always been changes. Once again, if you go back to the 80s with The Legend of Zelda was $45 in 1987. That was by far the most expensive NES game. I think it's like $130 in today's money. So they've always changed. Like, you know, look at Sega and Phantasy Star. Phantasy Star was way more expensive because of the cartridge compared to other games. Killer Instinct, Donkey Kong Country were more expensive than other games, where most SNES games were $50. Those games were a bit higher. Chrono Trigger. So throughout their history, there's always been different pricing for things. Things kind of leveled off and normalized in the fifth gen. Sixth gen. GameCube, Xbox, PS2, because the media, they all went to cheap DVDs or cheap DVDs and mini discs. Those were much cheaper than cartridge media, so they were able to normalize the price because the production of it was a lot cheaper. However, as HD era started, obviously things started getting more expensive. You have to start spending more on developer salaries. Things start going up in price in developing the games, and then of course now in this era with the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series, game pricing, I mean, the average AAA game, according to Jason Schreier, is $300 million. So now that's obviously 5 billion times higher than the games, than the AAA games in the you know, the 50 or in the 5th gen, 6th gen, even 7th gen, you know. Before AAA games would be like, okay, maybe $10 million, $20 million. Now they're up to $300 million, $200 million, even higher, $500 million. So that's the problem right now, you know. The medium is cheap. Well, not Nintendo's medium, but Blu-rays are cheap, but the cost of making games is significantly higher now than it was back then, you know. I said it's possible for a Star Fox game because of what they revealed in the movie, Aaron. So it's possible. Yes. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if the new Smash Bros. Game is 80 to 90 physically. I wouldn't even hesitate to buy it. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna. I mean, at least here in the U.S., I don't think it's gonna be 90. Maybe like the Euros or whatever. But no, I don't think, because once again, that would literally be against what they just. That would just be a flat out lie when it comes down to that. So, because they said they're not raising the price of physical, that would be actually like a real price raise. So I don't think it's gonna be that. And they're gonna sell DLC, so there's no need to price it that high. I mean, could it be 80? Yes. So I think it can be 70, 80, but I don't think it's going to be 80, 90, because once again, I don't think they're going to say, oh, we're not raising the price of physical games, and then that's literally a price increase on physical games. That doesn't fall in line with what they said, George, so I don't see that happening. Daniel says, keycards would count as physical, right? Yes, keycards definitely count as physical, because they still need to produce something and ship it out and all that, but Nintendo doesn't really make a lot of keycards. The only one is Popia, so I don't think it's really going to apply. But once again, variable pricing, so the key cards could also just not go to 80, they'll be 70. I'm guessing there's going to be no key cards that are 80, just because those don't cost as much to produce than a actual real physical cartridge. If physical games would be 80, 90, then DLC $40 have high prices such as Mario and Zelda. Guys, I've already talked about, I don't think there's going to be 80, 90, so I don't know why you guys keep saying that. Like, you guys have brought that up now at least like 10 to 15 times in this stream, I think. And I've already stated to you that I don't think that's going to happen. So, no, I don't think it's going to happen. So, there's no need to ask me the same question over and over. And some of you guys have been here the whole time asking me the same thing with that. So, I don't get it. Let's see here. If Nintendo-style Marvel Rivals game, who says no? A Nintendo-style Marvel Rivals game, who says no? I'm pretty sure people would like that. But, I mean, I guess. But I don't know if that fits kind of like what they're doing, you know? Let's see, I'm hoping digital physical pricing applies for Canada as well. Right now, it's just the US. We'll see what... I don't know if it's like Canada. I hope it does, because Canadian prices are insane. They are like really high. So I hope it does. It does apply. So what's the new pricing for Canada when it comes to the dollars for you guys out there? What's that? Justin with another 3. Let's go.
Did you see on Nintendo everything that Devil May Cry 5 rating has showed up?
Yeah, that doesn't... I did not see that, and that's definitely a video that I can do for you guys tomorrow morning. But yeah, I did not see that, and that's awesome. Like, Devil May Cry 5, I mean, it's a great game. I have it on Xbox One. So yeah, I'd definitely buy a Switch 2 version of that and check it out. Let me double check. Thanks for letting me know about it, but I did not see that. Devil May Cry seemingly coming to Nintendo Switch 2, getting new Devil Hunter Edition. So yeah, that's really good. I'll talk about it tomorrow in a video. And yeah, like I said, Switch 2, I mean, obviously you want to see new games, but there are so many great PS4 and Xbox One games that could be enhanced and put on Switch 2. I mean, trust, there are so many great games, man. Let's see here. There are so many great games. Shoutouts to 7 Moments. Thank you for the 47 months, man. I appreciate that. Yo, let's go. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate it. OG, my favorite tweet of yours is when you called out Nib for his take on Crimson Desert getting the 78 quality issue. Yeah, you know, I was going to call out Nib one more time because he had nothing to say about Sony being dead last in Metacritic rating for 2025 across, you know, Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. They were below Nintendo. They were below Microsoft. Microsoft was number 1 when it comes to the big 3. Microsoft was 1, Nintendo was number 2, and Sony was number 3. And, you know, once again, Nib, I mean, obviously he's a hardcore PlayStation guy, which is fine. He seems like a cool dude. I think he's, like I said, if I knew him in person, I think we'd be friends. I think we'd actually be friends, and maybe we will one of these days. Maybe I'll invite him onto the show, and maybe we will be, because I think he's cool. I have no problem with him. I think he's a suave dude, and I can probably learn some business and stuff from him, because I think he has stuff put together. So those are the type of people that you want to, I mean, like I said, if they're cool, you want to keep close so you can learn from them. You know, so that's why I keep on checking in on what he's saying and stuff. Because I mean, I think I want to learn from him, like others, like I said, outside of YouTube and gaming stuff. I think he has some knowledge on things, just because of the way that he talks. I like it, you know. But obviously, there's some of course some biased stuff with him, and that's fine. It's no big deal. Like, I don't care. It's just video games at the end of the day. He reminds me of like the old school console wars, where it's like you like what you like and you say what you say, but you're not going to be like crazy about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to be like completely disrespectful to everybody. Like, you're not going to be, you know, you're going to say what you got to say, and you're going to say your opinion. That's the type of people. If everybody was like Nib when it comes to console wars and all that, the internet would be way better. It'd be a way better place. It'd be way more cordial. It'd be way better. So I have no problem with him. I think he's cool. I think he's a cool dude. And like I said, maybe one of these days I'll get him on the show. We can talk about PlayStation. We can talk about, you know, all sorts of stuff. Maybe I could ask him about business and other things, you know, because he's talking about how he buys Rolexes and things like that. So I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this guy knows, you know, he seems like he's got himself put together. I like people like that, you know. So either way, yeah. But I was gonna troll him a little bit again. I was gonna ask him like, yo, man, what'd you think about this? You know, Sony being below Nintendo? Is there a quality issue? But I didn't do it, man. I was like, yeah, I'm good. I ain't gonna do it that far. It ain't that big of a deal. Nintendo statement said U.S. and Canada. I thought it just said U.S. But I mean, if it's Canada too, cool. You know. Hey OJ, you think physical Nintendo games will go up to $98? I know. LMI Jake, joking, JK. What's up, the Great Wall? Welcome back. How you doing today? I don't think certain Switch 2 games are selling to Nintendo standards, as Kirby Switch 2 Edition and Mario Party Switch 2 costs $115 here, and Wonder is now $110. They're not selling to their standards. Well, here's the thing, Octave. I don't think it involves those games, because they're talking about Switch 2 exclusives going forward. Kirby Switch 2 Edition and Mario Party and all that, all those games, those aren't part of the going forward when it comes down to it. Like, those aren't part of it. Those are not exclusive to Switch 2. So if there's a Switch 2 edition in the future, you're not going to get a digital discount or anything, because that's not exclusive. Switch 2 editions also work on Switch 1. And when it comes to that, Mario Party's actually selling incredibly well. They've talked about Mario Party, so we know the sales. Those have actually been pretty good. So Mario Party's selling well. When it comes to Kirby Switch 2 Edition, I don't know what they were expecting. The game already sold over 8 million units. So I'm not sure what they're expecting. Plus, people can just download the DLC for $20. You can just get those for 20. Same thing with Wonder. You can just get the patch for 20. So, you know, and that game just came out. So we don't know how that's selling. But I don't think that has anything to do with it. Because they had the same digital voucher program that gave you $10 off on Switch 1 games, and all those games sold well. So I don't think it has anything to do with that, to be honest. I think it has more to do with better profit margins on digital, and trying to push people for higher profit margins on digital. I think that's what they're trying to do, like they did like with the voucher program, trying to just get more people to buy digital games, and this is their way of doing it. So yeah. I meant the Switch 2 versions of Wonder has a lower price on the eShop physical. It's $30 here. Okay, yeah, but what I'm saying is that I don't think Nintendo's banking on Switch 2 editions in terms of like their sales numbers. Like, oh my God, we're banking on Switch 2 editions, so we have to make this change because of Switch 2 editions. I don't think so. Those games like Mario Wonder and the games like Kirby, those have already sold multiple millions. They're not expecting some type of crazy number for, once again, something that you can just buy, you know, get the patch digital if you want it, or you can simply just buy the physical if you want to. So I don't think they're really banking on those games. They're banking more on the games like Pokemon Legends ZA, Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong Bonanza, you know, even like Kirby Air Riders, that sold pretty good. Popia selling good. You know, they're banking more on games like that, not Switch 2 editions. Those are just to fill the gaps, you know, because all those games have already sold insane amounts of money. Like they take limited time and resources to make stuff like that, you know. Just careful, OJ. Nib uses his DualSense as DualSense as a mic on the podcast. That sounds like he's underwater half the time. I'll ask him to not use the DualSense. I'll ask him to use a regular mic. You know, I'll ask him to use that. That's so funny. Shout outs to Nib though, man. Shout outs to Nib. Exactly. The Switch 2 editions don't count. They're Switch 1 games at their core, so thinking that affects the price for future Switch 2 games doesn't make sense. Exactly. Nintendo doesn't. I think Nintendo doesn't even count them as Switch 2 in the books. They count them as Switch 1. So that's not really part of anything, you know. And once again, Super Mario Party, the Jamboree edition is actually selling really well. So there you go. It's kind of weird, like some games are more expensive and some games are cheaper in JP, physically and digitally. Air Riders was 60 digitally, but Popia was around 80 physically. Yeah, there you go. Variable. Variable on that one. I can see your comments, Mr. Davis. What's good, man? Welcome. Devil May Cry 5 coming to the Switch 2. Yeah, it looks like Devil May Cry 5 might come to the Switch 2. I'll have a video tomorrow morning, Mr. Davis, so we'll talk about it more then. So yeah. Speaking with Yoshi and games file size pretty big for a Switch 2 game. Think it's clocked in at 20 gigabytes, which is the same as tiers for Switch 2. Yeah, we'll see when the game actually comes out. That file size might go down, so we'll see closer to release. A better example would be something like Bonanza, because the standard game is 70, the DLC is 20. So if you want that, but not needing it since the game is complete without the extras, oh yeah, that we're not counting DLCs. You know, we're not counting that. So. Do we have a Discord? Yes, we do have a Discord for members. So if you're a member, !member in the chat. If you put that into the chat, you can get into our, it's only $1 to become a member. And you can get into our Discord, for our members there. Okay. This is weird. Okay. Let's see here. If DMC 5 runs at the runs on RE, then it should be scaled pretty good on Switch 2. DMC 5 runs on RE. DMC 5 is a PS4 and Xbox One game. So I don't think it really whether it runs on RE engine or not, which I think it does, but even if it didn't, it scaled fine on the Xbox One. It ran at 60 FPS, and then on the PS4. So the RE engine has nothing to do with it. I don't think it should matter. That game runs good on PS4 and Xbox One, like the base models. So yeah, that has nothing to do. Like I said, it should have nothing to do with the RE engine. It should just run good. Switch 2 is more powerful than PS4 and Xbox One, so there shouldn't be any problem there. It's a PS4 game. It's an Xbox One game. You can run it on a ghetto VCR Xbox One, and it'll play just fine, you know. Let's see here. Yo, man, I heard you were talking about Nintendo price change, where they are clearly increasing the price and screwing over physical. Now games will be $80-$90, right? I know, seriously. Seriously. Yo, what's up, Reptile? It says, wait, what? DMC 5? Yes, DMC 5 looks like it's coming to Switch 2. I'll go over this article real quick. It says Devil May Cry 5 is apparently coming to Switch 2 with a brand new Devil Hunter edition. A rating for the game is now surfaced in Taiwan. There's been no official announcement from Capcom, but that can be coming soon. News about upcoming games often leaks from classifications. Just yesterday, a listing leak for Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition was spotted. You can find our coverage there. Devil May Cry 5 originally released in 2019. Assuming it's indeed coming to Switch 2, this will be the first time it's on a Nintendo platform. Classification unfortunately doesn't provide insight into the Devil Hunter Edition actually means. So there you go. And Capcom's obviously been supporting Switch 2 games, or Switch 2. So there you go. That being said, RE is a really good engine considering Dusk and said Code Veronica 0 remake is coming to Switch 2. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously Resident Evil 5 is on there, so. If the Switch 2 can handle Resident Evil. Did I say Resident Evil 5? Sorry. Resident Evil Requiem. It should be able to handle, obviously, Resident Evil remakes. DMC 5 before, though. I think they want to forget DMC 4. I don't know why, but I think they just want to forget that game. They just want to forget DMC 4. Because I don't think DMC 4 has been re-released in any real type of capacity outside. I think there's like a HD. Or there's like, is there like a port for like PS4? I don't think there is. Or is there like a port for PS4 for DMC 4? I don't know if there's any like actual remaster or remake or anything of DMC 4. It seems like they just want to forget that game. But we'll see. Maybe they'll put a DMC 4 and DMC 5 into a double pack. We have to wait and see, you know. I think we might see DMC5 and Nintendo Direct. That would be a great Nintendo Direct announcement. I mean, it's an old game. It's 7 years old at this point, but it's a great action game, to be honest. It's better than like 99% of the action games released today. It's better than Bayonetta 3. Now, if Bayonetta 3 came out on the Switch 2 at launch and took advantage of the Switch 2 with the 60 FPS and the better resolution, and I think it definitely makes it a bit closer. But I don't think it's better than Bayonetta 2. But it's definitely better than like the large. Like, I like it more than God of War, like God of War 2018, God of War Ragnarok. I think DMC5 is a fantastic game. I don't love the game because the dodging's weird, but I like the game a lot, and I hope that they fix the dodging in the game. I hope that they have like the real like omnidirectional dodging. The dodging is just kind of wonky, but outside of that, the game is actually really good. It's a really fun game. It's digital for the PS4 and Xbox One. Okay, so it's okay. DMC4 is on PS4. Okay, just a digital release. Is it like did they like remaster it at all? Is there any like improvements or upgrades to it? Pricing is nice, but where the Switch 2 first parties? Yoshi and Tomodachi Life look forward to having you look at the coming in soon on the website's a joke. Did you buy Switch 2 for Hope Games to come? Hope Games 2? Where are the first party games? So we still have Fire Emblem. That's coming up, so I don't know why you did not include Fire Emblem. We also have the Dustbloods that's coming up. Don't know why you did not include that. We also have Splatoon Raiders that's coming up, and I don't know why you did not include that. So those are all set for this year. We'll probably get a Nintendo Direct where you get more information on that, but I'm not sure why you wouldn't include those games, because those have been announced for 2026. So there you go. Let's see here. Can't wait for Rockstar to announce Red Dead 2. Knowing them, they'll drop it random Tuesday. Yeah, no, seriously. I think the only DMC game Capcom wants to forget is that remake. Oh, the DMC remake? Yeah. That one was interesting. It's actually not a bad game, though. But yeah, that one's interesting. I haven't played Warframe actively for a few years. I'm downloading the Switch 2 edition to see what's new. Yeah, check it out. It's good. It's the same game. It just runs better now. But yeah, there are some new like packs and upgrades and stuff. Yeah, Orbitals is cool too. I mean, but that's not a first-party game, or that's not like a Nintendo published first-party game, So there you go. I think RE games are a fine remake, but it would be nice if Capcom remade other franchises. It would be nice, but Resident Evil sells J2, so they're gonna remake a lot of Resident Evil because it sells good. I love DMC5 when I wasn't playing as V. Yeah, I do not like V. Either. Maybe they'll tweak him in the Devil Hunter mode or something. I do not like V at all. That's actually when I dropped the game, to be honest. I was like right around like the V parts and stuff. So, but no, it's a good game though. It's a good game. I'll try it again. OJ, this actually makes sense since there's two of DMC is coming out soon. Oh, season 2. Oh, okay, yeah. Season 2, the anime. The Fallout DLSS update looks good. Big difference. Nice. Symbolic. Nice. Tell me more. Tell me more, brother. Tell me more. Warframe is really good on Switch 2. It is really good on Switch 2. So many disappointed people because no P4R today. Yeah, I mean, you should have. I didn't expect it, though. So, I didn't expect P4R at the event, but some people did. Shout outs to David Cast RPGs. He expected it. You guys are talking about so many different games. I think that's what makes Switch 2 cool. The fact that, obviously, like, I think Chris in here, he was like, oh, where's the first party stuff? It's like, there's so many different third party games. In the past, we would just be sitting here waiting for first party games, waiting, and like no other games would come out, or like just indie games. But at least we actually have other games to talk about and play when it comes to Switch 2. Just because we have like RPGs, we have all sorts of different stuff to play. Because Switch 1, it was a bit rough. A bit rough at times. In the early game. This is, let's see. V and DMC5 and Viola and Bayonetta 3 were not fun. Yeah. I think I like Viola a bit more than I liked V, because at least Viola had like a, samurai sword and things like that. So, bro, we have Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, Metroid, Pokemon, Mario Tennis, soon Fire Emblem, Yoshi in year 1. Do people not mean that there's no first-party games? Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at it factually, nobody's had more first-party games released in the first, let's just say, 9 months than Nintendo. That is the most that I've seen for an output for first-party games compared to anybody else. So, I mean, I think that's the thing with some people. Obviously, some people, they don't buy everything, and I'm not expecting people to buy everything. But yeah, there's a lot of first-party games, man. I mean, let's just keep it a buck. There's a ton of first-party games. And like I said, there's more announced. I mean, we've got, like I said, Fire Emblem, the Dust Bloods, Splatoon Raiders. Those are all also announced. Plus, I mean, it's not a Switch 2 game, but Rhythm Heaven, that's also coming as well. Popia just launched this month, so that's another game. There's going to be Pokemon Champions next month. That's another game. Obviously, Yoshi, that's another. So it's like every month there's at least one thing. Now, once again, everything might not be what you want, so I understand that. That's why I answered him, truthfully and said, hey, well, there's this, there's this, there's this. Why don't you talk about those, because those games are going to be exciting. Fire Emblem is going to be really good. Look forward to Fire Emblem. I think that game is going to be a Game of the Year quality game. Game of the Year quality game. Not saying it's going to win or be nominated, but that could be a Game of the Year quality game. Because the biggest problem with Fire Emblem is from a technical perspective. It always looked terrible when it comes to ran sometimes dookie. But this one's going to look good. It's going to be the actual real big Fire Emblem story, and it's going to run good. That's either going to be a solid 30 FPS with no dips, or it's going to be a 60 FPS, and probably like DLSS and stuff like that. So I think this one's going to be the most technically proficient Fire Emblem game, which usually gets dinged a few points here and there for that. I mean, it's going to probably have a good story like Three Houses, So yeah. Let's see here. Who wants to play tennis? Millions. The game has sold pretty well so far. Still hyped about Pokemon Gen 10. Yeah, Pokemon Gen 10's coming as well. So yeah. That's the only ones that are good. Okay, well, I mean, listen, hey, Christopher, my boy, feel free, go play, sell your Switch 2 and go play Xbox and PlayStation, since they have so many more first-party games coming all the time. So sell it. If you're not happy with the output and you think that it's not good, and you don't think they're going to announce things at Nintendo Directs, sell the system. Sell the system, get PlayStation 5, and play those games, man. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't want to believe what I'm saying. Let's see. Hey, bro, how's your day going? My day's going good, Nimar. Shoutouts. We need to check Christopher's wrap up if he's doing all that talking. Yeah, Christopher. What's your wrap up looking like, my man? Let's see your wrap up for 2025.
If we start seeing a lot more games like Fire Emblem priced at $70 per 80, would you consider that a price increase, even though it doesn't exceed $80 physical?
No, if it's not over 80, that's not a price increase technically, because once again, they already have an $80 game, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna like it. But that's not a price increase on physical, because they already have games that are priced at 80, like a Switch 2 exclusive that's priced at 80. So that's not a price increase on physical, because they already have a game that's 80. So I wouldn't consider that, but I'm not gonna defend it and say, oh, that's fine. No, I'm gonna be like, I don't want $80 games. So that's my stance. That's always been my stance. Shout out to Simeon Coin with the $5 or $6 dono. Yo, let's go, Simeon Coin. Let's go. Yeah, so Christopher, show us your wrap up, man. Show us your wrap up for 2025. Show us your wrap up, or let us know. I don't know if you got your wrap up, but show us it. Let's see. Just bought it in 2025. I just bought it. No 2025 wrap up. Then you have a whole backlog of first party games to play. You can play Donkey Kong. You can play Mario Kart World. You can play Metroid Prime 4. You can play Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. You can play Kirby Air Riders. You can play Pokemon Legends ZA. There's a ton of different games to play. You can play Hades 2. You can play Trails in the Sky. You can play Hollow Knight Silksong. You can play a million different games then. Popia just came out, so there's plenty of games to play. I don't know if you just bought it. Check out the games that have already came out. What are you doing? Let's see here. Big love to Simeon Coin with the $6. Evening Oza just getting in. Breaking news: Jurassic Park collection will be discontinued and delisted on March 31st. If anyone wants it, hurry. Yeah, that's definitely not good. Don't like to see that. Big love to my man, Simeon Coin. Yeah, you got Resident Evil 7, 8, and 9. You got all that. I mean, I don't know what's going on, Christopher. Said, yeah, you're right, I guess. So let me get this straight. You bought the system and didn't look at all the games that you did not play last year? I don't get it. Why not go buy Donkey Kong Bonanza? Why not go, what's going on here? Why not go play Metroid Prime 4? Why not go play Hyrule Warriors Age of, why not buy those games if you want first party games? What's going on here? You just bought it. You have more to play than all of us. You've got more games. If you just bought the system, you got way more games. A lot of us have had the system since launch or shortly after. If you just got it, you got way more stuff to play. You should be the last person complaining. Let's see. Good afternoon, OJ. Digging the glasses, bro. Thinking about getting tinted glasses myself. Hey, shout outs, Dan Dips. I appreciate that. I don't think FE will ever be 80. I love the series. It's pretty niche. Yeah, exactly. I said that too, Reptile. I don't think it's going to be 80 either. I don't think so. But once again, we will see. Are you going to make a video on Fox and the Mario movie as well as other Nintendo characters that could appear? No, probably not. So it's just, yeah, he's kind of just yapping right now. And I think the biggest thing that Christopher does is that he probably just listens to YouTubers. This sounds like a brain rot YouTuber take. You know what I'm saying? So it sounds like you're just listening to YouTubers and you're just thinking what they're telling you to think instead of actually playing your games. You have no wrap up. That means you don't play. You're not playing anything. So you have no wrap up. So that means you're not playing anything. So stop listening to what YouTubers are telling you about there's nothing or give me something out of there. I need announcements. And actually play your games. Actually go play Donkey Kong, play Mario Kart, play Zelda, play the games that are out. I don't know. I don't understand this. Like I said, I don't understand this logic. Play the actual games. Stop complaining when you just bought the system and actually play something. You know. So we need less brain rot YouTuber takes. You guys are poisoning new people that are getting the system. Actually play the games, guys. This is my wrap up. Said 600 hours of playtime in 2025. Yeah, my wrap up was about 600 hours, a little bit less. Yoshi game looks fun too. Yoshi game does look pretty fun. I want to see more of it though. Just got a question. Do you see the brand new update with this Fallout? Yeah, I did see it. It does look better. I'm gonna get Monster Hunter Stories 3 and Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. Mario 1, bro. Bro, you've got plenty of play. Like, stop complaining and play games, my boy. You out here, like I said, stop listening to, dude. YouTubers will get you guys to think anything. YouTubers, and that's why they call us influencers. They call us influencers because we can get people to literally complain about announcements of games when they just bought the system and have not played anything. They have one game, they haven't even beat that game, and they're here complaining when they've got literally $1 billion worth of games to play. There's stuff that they don't even have. So I mean, that's why they call us influencers. You can get people that don't even have any games, they haven't even played everything, complaining. So that's how easy it is. So I recommend playing your games, Christopher. If you got one, play. Let's see. The man saw the light. Good on you, bro. Now go enjoy your. That's what I'm saying. Enjoy it. Stop going online and worrying about what YouTube. Like I said, a lot of these people are just trying to make money. A lot of them are grifters. They don't play a lot of stuff. A lot of these like Nintendo YouTubers or whatever, bro. Trust me, they don't play anything. They don't show their wrap up, Christopher. Let me give you something because I'm actually appreciative of my users and my viewers. I'll give you guys the raw, real truth. The raw and real truth is that a significant portion of Nintendo content creators barely play games, barely like anything. A lot of them are too busy watching anime, you know what I'm saying? Like, watching anime, playing Roblox, playing Fortnite. A lot of these guys barely even play video games or their day jobs, you know what I'm saying? They got day jobs or they've got girlfriends or boyfriends. A lot of them don't even spend time playing a lot of games. That's why you do not see, the wrap-ups were suspiciously absent from all of these big content, suspiciously absent. I saw a ton of regular people, a lot of you guys putting your wrap-ups, but man, do you notice how many big Nintendo content creators did not share their wrap-up at all for any platform? It was a lot of just Twitter creators or, you know, just people. I saw more random people just sharing their wrap-ups for the year with PlayStation. Microsoft didn't do it because they said they couldn't afford it, resources. But I saw so many content creators skip sharing their wrap-up. I wonder why. There's no reason why you should not share that. As a content creator, share that. The fact that they just skipped sharing that was a massive red flag to me. A huge red flag. A huge red flag. Huge red flag. And that was a lot of Nintendo content creators opted to not share their wrap-up. I wonder why. I wonder why. Because they're not playing anything. They're buying things, and they're talking about things, and they're researching things for their videos, but they're not actually playing the games. They're not actually playing. So, a lot of them just watch anime. Just watch anime and TV shows and things like that. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. You know? Shout outs to Kevin with the tune in tier pledge. Let's go.
The internet will make even good games feel not fun. Also, check out my post on X for a real sad time in Nintendo gaming.
Okay. We'll definitely do that. Thank you, Justin, with $1 dono. Getting us to 110. So let's go. So I bet some of them have less than 200 hours. Dude, even if they had 200 hours, that would be solid. I'd be okay with that. But I think that a lot of them have barely any hours at all. That's what I think. What I think is that a lot of them don't have any hours at all. And once again, they're just playing. And a lot of them are ashamed because their most hours are Fortnite, Fall Guys, and like free-to-play games. I think that's what a lot of content creators don't want you to see. They don't want you to see that all they play is like Crunchyroll app, or you know, or Twitch, an app. Their most played are casual experiences. Fortnite, Fall Guys, Call of Duty, you know, watching YouTube app, watching Twitch, watching Amazon Prime, watching Netflix. That's what they do the most. That's what they do, and they do not want you to see. I mean, obviously with Nintendo, they don't have some of the app stuff, but they don't want you to see that they're fraudulent. They're sitting here talking about games and complaining and all this while they're not playing anything. And that's why people get real froggy when you ask them, what have you been playing? Beat 'em Ups does play video games because he's a streamer on Twitch, so you can watch him play his games. So no, I am not including Beat 'em Ups on this, because even if Beat 'em Ups does not share his wrap up, Beat 'em Ups literally is streaming games. He streams games on Twitch. So, and he uses his own gameplay for a lot of his videos whenever he reviews a game. So no, Beat 'em Ups is an awesome content creator. He plays games. He actually plays games. We're not counting him. We're not counting also guys like RGT and stuff like that, because he, once again, he uses his own gameplay footage. And on top of that, like, he is playing games during the Spawncast. I know he plays games. Like those, so there are certain guys, like the Spawncast homies, they're all protected guys, all right? Anybody that's on the Spawncast regularly, trust me, these guys play games. John, I don't even know how John plays so many games. He's got 3 kids. He's got all sorts of stuff that he's doing. John plays tons of games. So he doesn't have to share anything, because I know for a fact that he does. Same thing goes for like Nate the Hate. Same thing goes for MVG. These guys are exempt because I know them. A lot of these guys, trust me, they're playing games all the time whenever they get the opportunity. RGT, whenever they get the opportunity. Josie and all them, they all play. They all play a lot. So they're all exempt. They're all exempt. Guys that stream on Twitch, they're all exempt. So if you got a streamer who's streaming on Twitch a few times per week, they don't count because you can see them play the game. So if they're constantly streaming on Twitch, that they don't have to share their wrap up. They stream, you know? What's up, Paul Gale? Welcome. Jose, does John do all his editing? No, Evan edits videos. I think that's pretty clear, isn't it, House Gang? That Evan, I think it's been known that Evan edits John's videos. Although I think John edits videos in the weekend. I'm not sure if I think Evan gets the weekends off. So I don't think Evan edits John's weekend videos. But like Newswave, yeah. Evan edits all the Newswave videos. Let's see, Scott the Walls called Beat 'em Ups out for not playing and finishing games on his podcast, and that's fine. They're friends. They're just joking around. All right, take it easy, Christopher. Thanks for coming out to the stream, brother. Let's see here. Let's see. I might be 98, arthritis, dementia, and Beat 'em Ups will still catch these. This man, Alvin, has this thing against Beat 'em Ups. I don't know why, but he has this thing against. Shout outs to Beat 'em Ups. He's the homie, man. He's the homie. I can't let you beat 'em Ups in front of me. I'd have to stop you, Alvin. I'm sorry, brother. Excuse me. By the way, I don't eat fast food very often anymore, but I had a Whopper for the first time in like probably like a year, and it was absolutely delicious. My wife and I, we were in shock at how they fixed the Whopper at Burger King. I don't know how I'm randomly bringing it up, but I just want to randomly bring it up because it was absolutely delicious. I'm full for the rest of the day. I had that, I think, for lunch, like at noon, and it's 5 o'clock now, and I'm fine. Like, wow, it was really good. So I don't know what they did, but shout outs to Burger King, bruh. That Whopper was like, it like hit, man. It was delicious. My wife was like, my wife, she does not like burgers. And that one, she was like, oh my gosh, what is this? Definitely the best burger I've had from a fast food chain or restaurant in a long time. It was great. Yeah, the new Whopper's great. I mean, they did something, man. They went back to the drawing board, like they said. I thought it was propaganda from like that, because like the whole CEOs were taking bites of burgers. I thought it was propaganda. I thought it was lies. I saw a lot of advertising. I was at my mom's house today, and I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and let me take you to Burger King. Let's see how it is. I'm seeing all this advertising. I'm seeing that they've remade the Whopper. Let me check it out, bro. It was legitimately delicious. Everything looked like it looked like the actual picture on, like, when you order it, like the drive-thru, or on when you order it, when you go inside, it looked like the picture. It looked like the picture, which is hard to do. You do not see that with a lot of places. It looked just like the picture. I'm like, oh my goodness. My wife and I said we were shocked at how much better it was than like when I had it like a year or two ago. Yeah, flame broiled, it's very good. It's very good. Let's see here. Whoppers are massively underrated. Some of the best fast food burgers you can get these. Oh yeah, massive. I mean, I don't think it's going to be underrated. I think this year Burger King is going to have a turnaround, because there's no way you can have a burger that good, a fast food burger that good, and people don't notice, and people don't start saying, okay, hold up. Because like people are going to start noticing, because even like on the box, right? When you open the Whopper, there's a scan code. They say, hey, tell us what you think. They are confident. Dude, you wouldn't you don't see that on McDonald's, or at least you ain't gonna see that. So they are confident that's a good burger. Like, that's how you know that it's confident. Like, they're talking about, you know, this week we remade it, and like, yeah, they remade it, because I had a Whopper. I remember I went to Burger King with my daughter last year. We went a couple times last year, and I had a Whopper, and it was not like, it was okay, but it was not that great. And I went to different Burger Kings, because you know sometimes different locations have a little bit better or not, depending on how good they clean their grills and stuff. And at every single location I went to, whether it was, you know, more of like in the hood or more in the nice neighborhood, no matter what, man, it was the same. It was just okay. It was just like, all right. But this one was significant. It was a step above. It was like at least like an 8 out of 10, like minimum, and maybe even higher, you know, maybe an 8.5, maybe a 9 for a fast food burger. I mean, it was an 8 to 9 for sure, you know, so definitely a upgrade. Burger King destroys your insides. Here's the way to get Burger King to not destroy your insides. Get a Whopper, get no mayonnaise, get no ketchup, get no mustard or anything on it. It's the sauces that destroy it. And then put what sauce you want. Control the sauce. If you just get the burger, bread, the bun, no cheese, don't get cheese. No cheese, pickles, tomatoes, lettuce, onions. That shouldn't destroy your inside at all. That's just vegetables and, you know, fruit, I guess, a tomato. But that shouldn't that's all just normal, plain ingredients. That ain't anything crazy. Usually when something messes up your stomach, it's usually some of the sauce. The sugar or the weird mayonnaise, you know what I'm saying? Like certain like fat content in mayonnaise. That's the type of stuff that messes you up your stomach. So get no sauces on there, and then put what sauce you want. Ask them, hey, can I get some buffalo, or can I get some ketchup? And then just control it. You know, control what you want. And that's what I did. I got no mayonnaise. I said light ketchup, and so it's not all overflowing with sauces. And that's also how it works for me. No, you get the patty, you get the buns, and just get lettuce, pickles, tomatoes, onions. Or if you don't like, get whatever on there, and then whatever you don't like. Like if you don't like onions, don't get onions. If you don't like pickle, don't get pickle. But if you just get a plain burger, just get like the Whopper, and just get like the burger, lettuce, and then put your own ketchup, or put that'll be fine too, because it's not even the lettuce and tomatoes and all that. The burger itself is delicious. The actual burger, like you can taste the flame broiled burger. Like that itself is really good. The other stuff is just like the cherry on the top, right? It's just like, okay, yeah, the pickles, like all that stuff. But even if I was just eating the burger with bread, it would have still been good. It would have still been really good. I mean, it's obviously not as good, you know, as really? They got a Whopper Wednesday for $3.99. Okay, I gotta go back there. Maybe not next week, but maybe the week after. 1 or 2 Whoppers a month only. So maybe the week after I'll go back. For $3.99. Okay, Wednesday. All right, Wednesday. That's my day off too, so that's great. But yeah, just that's what you got to do, man. See, I'd stay away from veggies too. They don't check the dates. I'm telling you right now, the veggies at Burger King. My wife, we were talking about this. My wife, she's a tier 1 chef. Okay, my wife is a tier 1 chef. She can be a chef on like tier 1. She's the best cook I've ever met that I know, and so she's very peculiar about food. When she got here, bro. It took us so long to find foods and places that she liked because she's so peculiar with her food, because her standards are really high with food, because she makes really good food. So it took a while. And she said with the veggies in there, she said this is the crispest tomato, lettuce, pickle that she's ever had. So like I said, she doesn't exaggerate. She's not one to settle. If something's not good, she will tell you. And she was like, yo, this was great. So, I mean, you know, maybe they don't check it, but the ones that we had here, like I said, it was great. And I agree. The tomato was crisp. The pickles and the onions were great. It wasn't all soggy. The lettuce was like, there was like a crunch to the lettuce. Man, it was fantastic. Now, once again, it could change depending on what Burger King you got. They're not all the same, bro. Some people don't care. Some Burger King franchises do not care because they're all independently owned, you know? So Justin with the 3. Yo, let's go.
Dang, I got a free Whooper from Walmart Plus.
Woo!
You were making me want a Whooper, and I kinda liked the old one.
Oh, then you'll like the new one. And the food in Tennessee is fantastic. You guys probably have some of the best franchise food out there. Is Tennessee. By far. Tennessee is one of the higher quality for franchise foods that I have seen. You know, that I have seen. Tennessee has some of the best food in the nation, in the US, but even for like franchise foods, like you guys' KFCs and stuff are better than a lot of other places from what I've read. Maybe you can confirm to me or not, because I don't think your old Whopper, Justin, your old Whopper is probably better than our old Whopper, if you get what I'm saying, based off of like just Tennessee, just in general. That's what I've heard, at least. Let me know if I'm on based on with that or not. I ate a triple Big Mac every day at the same time. I sweat a lot. For dessert, I eat cinnamon powder and ice cream. I have a triple chin. Ovi Phoenix, I don't know if you're trolling me or not, but that's probably one of the funniest things that you've ever said. There's no way you'd be eating triple Big Macs every single day. You gotta stop the cap, brother. You gotta stop the cap. Justin with another 3 with the platinum and a half. Okay.
Not KFC sucks everywhere.
Okay,
Wow.
KFC sucks everywhere. All right. I've heard, like, okay, so KFC in Jamaica is apparently incredible. KFC in, like, Nigeria and in certain other, other countries, like, overseas is incredible. But I think it's based off of how they raise their chickens. How we raise our chickens here is just not as goated as how people raise them, like, in a tropical place like Jamaica or Nigeria or something. Like, for example, like plantains or like mangoes. Mangoes in Nigeria destroy mangoes here. Chicken in Nigeria is much better. Beef is better. Oh my God, it's so much better. In in Nigeria, they don't have like strawberries. Like they can't raise strawberries very well. So there's some things that are not so good, and there's some things that are good. You know. So like Nigeria, the KFC is awesome. Jamaica, apparently the KFC is awesome. So I think it's also going to depend on like where's like, you know, the chickens and like where it's raised, you know. Yeah, apparently KFC is great in Japan. Like, let me give you guys another example. McDonald's has such it's got like a bad reputation here in the US for pretty mediocre food, but people go to it because they like it. But overseas, and especially like in certain places, McDonald's has an incredible reputation for being high quality and good food. I went to a McDonald's at the airport in Amsterdam, and it was by far the best chicken. I had a vegan chicken sandwich or a chicken vegan sandwich. And it was by far the greatest chicken sandwich that I've ever had in my life. This was significantly higher quality than anything that I've ever eaten at McDonald's in my life. It was the most incredible chicken burger that I've ever had. Even better than real chicken. The fries and the drink, everything was just incredible. On top of that, I didn't feel bloated. I still felt light. I didn't have to use the restroom. And I had a like 10-hour flight from like Europe to more than 10 hours, like 16 hours from like Europe to Seattle. Okay? So, and I didn't even use the restroom. It was crazy. Like, I don't like to eat on the flight. I'm not a fan of eating I don't like eating on flights just because I don't want to have to use the restroom. So I usually don't eat. I'll drink a little bit of water every now and then, but I won't drink a lot of water. I don't drink and I don't eat a lot on flights. So I ate beforehand because I had a layover because I was cheap and I didn't want to pay for the no layover. But this was like 2020 or something. So I had a long layover and it was good, man. I didn't use the restroom the whole rest of the day till I got back to my place at night, you know? Yeah, exactly, Robin. You don't want to know how it is. The bird flu over here in the US, bro, getting poisoned. That's why whenever, man, I got to be very peculiar. My wife and I, we've been trying to do our best to research, look at the organic, you know what I'm saying, how they're raised and things like that, man. We've been being very peculiar what we eat now, you know? And just eating less just in general. All right, no, we've been listening to this song too much. We got to change it. I don't feel like listening to it. My friend took his girlfriend to KFC on a date in China. It's supposed to be really nice there. Oh yeah, I bet. Too many ingredients of McDonald's food here in the US back in the day. They French fries, just tallow, now it's just like 5 different seed oils. Yeah. Says yeah, fast food overseas in general is pretty goated. Oh, it's great, man. It's great. I also had Domino's in Nigeria, and it was okay. It was pretty good. I don't know if it was better than here, but it was okay. Having Big Mac got me a triple chin. I don't know why. It has been my daily habit because I don't know how to cook. So, Ovi, you really eat Big Macs every single day? Bro, stop shoving... Do you want to have a heart attack? Stop shoving Big Macs down your throat and exercise and eat some salads. What do you mean? You don't need to know how to cook to not shove Big Macs down your throat. McDonald's has a salad. Eat a salad. Stop eating triple burgers. Just eat a regular cheeseburger. Get yourself some chicken. Stop eating just burgers. Eat some chicken. Yeah, Mario Wonder is pretty. It's pretty good. Chat, I just started Mario Wonder. I just heard the musical sounds from the Pro Controller. Was that the case with Mario Wonder on the Switch 1? I don't think it was. That might be an upgrade. I gotta buy the Mario Wonder stuff. I haven't bought it yet. Straight up, you guys' food portions are crazy. Oh yeah, U.S. food portions are wild. For example, at Wendy's, this is a medium. This is definitely back in the day. This was a large. This was definitely a large back in the day. This is a medium now. In other countries, this would be like they don't even have sizes like this in certain countries. This is just the medium here in America. And I know for a fact that back in the day when I used to go fast food, this would be the large. This would not be the medium. So now this is the new medium. At least the Wendy's here in California, at least Central California. Miggy with the 150, I don't know what, I think those are pesos. Just finished Resident Evil 9 on Switch 2. Yo, let's go. Let's go, man. Good stuff. Thank you so much, Mr. Miggy. Thank you for the pesos. And I'm glad that you finished Resident Evil. How'd you like it? You thought it was pretty good? Switch 2 Pro Controller has upgraded haptics, so yeah, most likely new. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's slightly better. I don't know if the Switch 2 HD Rumble... It's HD Rumble 2, yeah, so it is a little bit better. It is better. But yeah, Robin says the HD Rumble is making the sounds on the Switch 1 Pro Controller too. Okay, yeah. Bro, mediums are too damn big now. 10 to 15 years ago, that was probably XL. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it was the XL, but it was definitely the large for sure. Some places didn't have XL, but this was definitely a large back in the day. I know for a fact that when we went out like to Burger King and other places, like when my mom would take us, you know, that would be like, you know, rare. But when she did, this was definitely a large. This is now medium. That's why I don't ever get large. I don't ever get large. Sometimes I even get small, you know? So plus I'm not a big fan of vegetables. How many tons of chicken do you want me to eat in a day? Can you give me a timetable so I can try it? You don't need tons. Just don't eat Big Macs for every single meal, Obi Phoenix. Just when you go to order a chicken salad or order a salad instead and eat a salad when you go to eat. Stop just eating Big Macs all day. And you got to start eating vegetables. Your body needs vegetables. Your body needs nutrients and vitamins. You can't get all that from just eating Big Macs all day. I really hope that you're just messing with me. I really hope, Obi, because the thing about it is that, like, listen, I'm gonna take this as if you're that you're not messing with me. But if you just eat Big Macs every single time, bro, you're gonna get like heart disease or something like that. You're gonna clog your arteries. That's not good for your health. So you gotta go to the grocery store, okay? So go to the grocery store. Go buy yourself some chicken, like frozen chicken. And, you can get an air fryer. Put it in the air fryer and air fry it. Read the directions and put it in the air fryer. Get some salad. Get some salad and eat some salad. You gotta have a balanced diet. You just eating Big Macs all day, I'm afraid that you're not going to be here to hang out with us for very long if you're just eating Big Macs 24/7. And I mean, you got a triple chin. I mean, why do you got a triple chin? So if you can't be this man coming through like Jabba the Hutt, bro. You can't be doing that. What are you doing, bro? So you got to stop eating Big Macs every day, man. I hope you're just messing with me, but if you're not, brother, please stop. Please stop. You're gonna wreck your body. You're not gonna be able to operate and function as you get older, or worse, you can get hospitalized, and then it's gonna be real bad. Yo, Robin Newhouse, yo, thank you for the membership. Let's go. Welcome back to the Tune In Tier squad. Hey, yo, appreciate that, guys. Yeah, that Tune In Tier is only $1 McDollar! Exclamation mark member, all lowercase. If you guys want to join up, thank you so much for your support. Jose, I watched Beat 'em Up's Popia video the other day. It was hilarious. He did a very good job on it, and he related and hooked me on the game. Nice, good stuff. Yeah, this man said he got a triple chin. Excuse me. Walk to the grocery store and buy some vegetables. Get a pre-made salads in the bag. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, go to the grocery store, brother. You said don't like vegetables. Well, start liking vegetables. You're an adult. You're not a little kid. Ew, I don't want to eat my vegetables. You're not a little kid. Eat your vegetables, bro. It's not a game. You're not a child anymore. Eat your vegetables. You need spinach. You need kale. You know what I'm saying? You need broccoli. You need green peas. You need corn. You need carrots. You need vegetables, brother. You got to be an adult. You got to take eating vegetables like you got to take going to work. It's the same thing. You got to treat it like you have to do it, especially as you get older. Bro, I'm telling you, I didn't eat vegetables for a week and my feet almost fell off. No cap. No cap, bro. I'm getting old. I didn't eat vegetables for a week and a half and my feet, I literally almost amputated my feet. Bro, your body needs it. Your body needs it, man. It really needs it. So, especially as you get older. You can do that when you're young, but as you get older, that stuff don't fly, brother. You can eat pizza and burgers and all that when you're young and be good, but when you get older, you don't eat good. Trust me. You're gonna wake up like Biggie was in that interview. Yeah, more money, more problems. Bro, trust me. You're gonna start gaining oh my gosh, bro. Trust me, you do not want that to be a thing. Let's see. He says, "How do you put all those things together? I eat like trash." Well, like I said, if you go to the grocery store, they have pre-made salads. But if you don't want to have there's Caesar salads. Go get yourself a Caesar salad. Go get yourself some frozen chicken and go get yourself an air fryer. If you don't know how to cook, get yourself an air fryer. It's the greatest thing ever.
Small nitpick, but I hate in fighting game arcade modes when you win they say game over.
Because it's not really over. But it's over for that time period. It's over for what you're playing right there. But it's not really over. You can just, play it again. But that game that you're playing right now is that's over. Let's say I remember a cartoon video where a guy told his friend that carrots were good for his eyesight. They are good for your eyesight. Friend stuck carrots in his eyes and said, "You lied to me." I gotta actually eat some more carrots, to be honest. I've been slacking on my carrot intake, so I gotta eat some more carrots, man. I'm telling you guys, stir fry is easiest, healthiest ways to eat healthy. Stir fry is good too. You can go to the grocery store in the frozen aisle, bag of stir fry. It's got all sorts of different vegetables and, you know, stuff inside there. Add some chicken. Like I said, get an air fryer. Take some. I like the Just Bear. I don't know if everybody has that brand, but it's a brand called Just Bear. It's lightly breaded. It's all organic. It's all fresh. I like the chicken nuggets, and I just warm up some of those and I put it into a salad because I really gotta lose. The thing that I gotta lose, man, like I'm good with my upper body, but I really gotta lose this little muffin sides that I got, and that's what I got from eating too many Snickers and Tic Tacs and things like that. So right now I'm on a binge, although I did have a little bit at my mom's place, but I worked out pretty hard today, but I really haven't been buying them. No Twix, no Snickers. I haven't had those in like for real like weeks. So I gotta get rid of this little muffin top thingy that I have. It's not that bad, but yeah, because like, you know, I gotta go to the beach and stuff like that, so I gotta get rid of it. So I'm doing my best. I'm eating more salads now, doing all that. So hamburger helper? Nah, I mean pasta just in general isn't really great for you for the most part. I mean pasta here in America at least. I mean if you go to Italy, like the organic stuff and all that, then yeah. If you make it yourself, then yes. But you know, I would, if you're gonna do pasta, very small amounts, and like I said, more green. Your plate. You know, here's your plate. Let's just say this is your plate. Your plate should be like, half of it should be like vegetables and like green stuff. Half of your plate should be that. This quarter of your plate should be like proteins. Okay, proteins. And then maybe this quarter of your plate, it can be like a small amount of carbs. So like, you know, some rice, some pasta. But your plate, that's how you should split your plate. Half greens, vegetables, healthy. Quarter up here, this quarter proteins, and then this small quarter can be some carbs. That's how it should be. Let's see here. What the carrots previous poster was talking about was an ASDF movie. I introduced that to my son. He loves them now. Okay, nice. That's good stuff, Carol. The only thing stubborn is your diet. The thing is stubborn fat. Yeah, like I said, I just have some stubborn fat on my sides. Like my arms are good. My chest is good. My back is good. Everything's good. I just got some stubborn fat from eating, you know, like I said, just sugar. Like I said, I have a sweet tooth. That's been a problem of mine that for like my whole life is I have a sweet tooth. So I'm trying to, you know, control it. So I'm doing better though. Like I've lost definitely a bit off my side since like, because I went on this like 3 or 4 weeks ago, so I've been doing better because like I used to have at least 2 or 3 Snickers a week, at least 1 or 2 Twixes a week, and at least 2 or 3 things of Tic Tacs. So I cut all that out, and I said, okay, if I'm gonna have a Snickers, it's only gonna be at my mom's house because she has Snickers at her house. So I'm only gonna be like one time there whenever I go, like every other week. So I'm trying to do better, and also like when I go out like with my daughter, sometimes like we just eat candy and stuff. So I'm gonna try to. I said, hey, we're gonna limit that. So I've been trying to grab a protein bar instead, you know. So yeah, Just Bear chicken nuggets are incredible. They're the best chicken nuggets. Just Bear chicken nuggets. They're like in a green and white bag. Fantastic. And once again, they're organic. They're healthier than a lot of others. Like I said, they're not the healthiest, but they're at least gonna give you some flavor. You don't really need to add anything to them. You don't need to add any spices or anything. Just like get a salad. Just get some spinach. Spinach is really good for you. Get some spinach. You maybe get some croutons. You know, get whatever other tomatoes or toppings that you like. You know, when it comes to good healthy toppings, and just put some of those chicken nuggets in there. Those Just Bear, and then those are very specific. You're not supposed to use salad dressing. To be honest, salad dressing is just not great. But there's like a vinaigrette that's super low sodium, low calorie, that's much better, but it is a very weird one. A lot of the vinaigrettes are like dunked with sugar. I will take a picture of it, and next time I will show you guys, or like I don't remember the brand, but man, it is, like I said, it's such a weird brand. I don't know if they have it everywhere, but it's the best one. it's the best one out of the vinaigrettes, because like some of them have too much sugar or too much sodium or too much things they pack into them. And like salad dressing, just a lot of that stuff just packed with fat and calories. So if you're gonna have salad dressing, just a little bit, not too much. Don't goop it on, because then you can just take a good healthy salad and you can turn it right into an unhealthy thing by gooping on 300 calories of salad dressing, like 1 teaspoon of 100 calories plus or something like that, right? So it's like you can completely ruin something with salad dressing. Completely, you just ruined the healthy right there. I got no fat now, very toned. I was 240. I tried to cut dessert, almost try outside, eat organic. Yep, there you go, exactly. I wonder, I struggle to stand up and walk, sweat dripping, even if I struggle to type on the key. Okay, you're joking, Ovi. You're teasing me. You struggle to stand up and walk, and you got sweat dripping down you? There ain't no way, bro. You got to be joking. I'm on a no meat diet, vegetables, fruit, and which repairs the body. Dude, I got to do that as well. I got to do like a no meat, like a cleanse. I'm thinking about doing like a water cleanse, and like bone broth. Like water and bone broth, like the healthy bone broth. Maybe like a 3-day. I'm gonna try to see if I can do that maybe coming up this like weekend or something. I'm gonna see if I can do that. So the soups are great too. Meats and veggies, chicken pot pie soup, lentil soup, chicken tortilla. Yeah, those are definitely good. You just gotta watch the sodium content on those. Yeah, just gotta watch the sodium content. Make them yourself too. Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A can be very healthy or very unhealthy depending on what you get. Chick-fil-A sauce is filled with sugar. Pizza chips. Yeah, chips are definitely, most chips are pretty much not good for you. I try to just not get chips anymore. That's also what made me get my sides too. Chips are just a little too much carb, too much sugars, too much sodium. Chips just aren't good for you for the most part. That's one thing that I would say cut out of your diet. If you can save money and cut out of your diet, are chips. Chips are like the thing that you can do to, because like chips are so addictive. You can't just eat one chip. If you buy a big bag of chips, that whole bag is getting cooked. You know it, I know it, we all know it. If you buy a whole bag of chips, you're gonna demolish that bag. You're not gonna save it. Oh, I'll have some in 2 days, or bro, that bag is getting walloped. You know? So that's the reason why I say, you know what? Just don't buy the chips. Don't buy them. Buy fruits and vegetables. Buy some fruits packaged instead if you need a snack. Do not buy the chips, because you're just going to keep eating them. And, dude, those calories stack up, man. They stack. Like 150 calories for like 5 or 10 pieces. There's like a bunch of pieces in that bag. You're ingesting like 1,000 calories for that whole bag or something. It's you can just eat too much. Shout outs to Simeon Quinn with the $5. Says juicing is must also. Jurassic Park Arcade 94 must go faster. Hey, there you go. Let's get that going. Jurassic Park Arcade 1994 must go faster. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. We'll loop it just because it's a little short. It's a little short. Thank you so much, Simeon Quinn, with the $5 donut. 160 on the combo board. You're going further than beyond, babies. 162, I should say. Platinum and a half achieved. Going for the 2 times platinum today. Ayo. Seaweed's great if you can. I don't like seaweed, but it's great if you can. I ate a whole pizza by myself. You know what? I can cook a whole pizza by myself, too. That's why I don't buy pizza very much. But when I do buy a pizza, I don't buy large. I buy medium, I do light cheese, I do very light cheese, or I do no cheese, which doesn't really make it a pizza as much anymore. I do like proteins, I do like steak, I do chicken, I don't usually do pepperoni, and I'll do like bell peppers. So I'll try to make it the best that I can, but I do love pizza. It's like my favorite food. So I do and I don't ever get a large pizza. I always just go with the medium. Pickle flavored fried potatoes is crazy. I've never tried that. I agree with the chips as well. They're hard to get away from. Oh man, they are really hard to get away from. I like the Tostitos Salsa Verde chips, the round ones. I like those a lot. I can cook a whole bag in a day, no problem. Like a whole big bag.
I like the PS2, PS3 like background on the TV behind you.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Wow.
I just picked a different like motion fluid background. Maybe I'll actually use like a PlayStation one or something like that. Maybe I can find one like motion backgrounds like for video games, like screensaver. That sounds like a good idea, right, Justin? Thank you for another $3. 116 on the board today, Justin. Slanging. I appreciate that, man. Let's go. We haven't got into a lot of the other topics too, which was crazy. Hit the like button too, guys. We're almost at 100 likes. I'd love to see if we can get to 125 likes. New Star Fox. So because of the whole Mario movie thing where Star Fox is the situation, we could see a new Star Fox game like Donkey Kong Bonanza where they showed off Donkey Kong is in there and then we got Donkey Kong Bonanza. Maybe there's something that they got cooking there. What do you guys think? Any possibilities? Hit that like button though, guys. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Hit that like button. But you can try apple chips instead. Yeah, apple chips, like they have the healthier chips that you can, like the dried fruit ones and all that. Sometimes those have sugar in there, but not, I mean, they're not as bad as obviously as like the other chips. But, you know, I just decided to just cut chips out of my diet completely. I'm just like, you know what, let me just go cold turkey. No chips, you know, at least, unless I'm like at like an event, like a wedding or somewhere, like, you know, like a birthday party. Yeah, I'll have some chips, but don't buy them. That's the thing that I'm doing is I'm cutting out buying chips. Cookies, chips, like I had an Oreo thing when I got really fat in 2018. One, I was depressed kind of, but two, and I was going through like a lot of personal stuff, but one thing, I was an Oreo fiend. I would buy a freaking Oreo thins, or not even the thins, I'd buy the regular Oreos. I'd be like, okay, I'm just gonna have 3, and I put them up and I'd be like, I would eat 3 and I'd be like, just one more, just one more, just one more, just one more. Dude, I can cook a whole rack of Oreos. My stomach starts hurting, use the restroom, wait a little bit, drink some water. I'm back at it for the next rack of Oreos, brother. Man. So I had to cold turkey quit Oreos because they were ruining my life. They were ruining. Golden Oreos were not the regular Oreos. I don't like the way those things get in your teeth. Those are good too, but I don't like them. Golden Oreos. I had to literally cold turkey quit Golden Oreos because I was eating way too many of them. It was insane. But you can kill a whole rack of Golden Oreos quickly. A whole rack of Golden Oreos very quickly. When it comes to smoothie, I have 10 cups of sugar and milk and strawberry jam and tuna. Is that healthy? Ovi, no. If you're making a smoothie, try getting an organic, healthy protein and put some of that in there, and then get like some some spinach, and then get some like antioxidant fruit, and then get some like maybe like some almond milk and blend it and then drink that instead. But no, don't be adding a bunch of sugar and milk and jam and tuna. What are you? Tuna? That's what are you doing? No. I eat Oreos whenever my Lions lose a game. Honestly, you adults probably shouldn't be drinking regular 2% milk. You need to go with, I mean, if you're a man, don't drink soy milk. If you're a woman, you can go ahead and drink soy milk. If you're a man, if you're gonna have milk, switch to almond. And I know that sounds disgusting, but just switch, trust me. Much lower calories, much better for you. Regular milk, too many calories, too much fat. It's just gonna add to your sides. Switch to almond milk. It's thinner, less calories, and if you're someone that's a heavy milk drinker and you get off of it and you go to almond milk, you will lose weight. Because regular milk just has too many calories and too much fat. And it has sugar too, a little bit. Depends on certain milks too, certain milks don't. Almond milk, yeah, almond milk is good. What happens when a man drinks soy milk? Well, you can, depending on your biology, there's slight traces of estrogen in in soy milk. So boobs kind of. So for a while I was lifting really heavy. Now once again, this isn't for everybody. This is just my own. So don't take it as if it's like for everyone. People can. There's a lot of guys that can drink almond milk and be just fine. Okay, so I'm just saying my own personal experience. So when I was lifting heavy in college and all that, I switched from regular milk to almond milk, and it helped me because the almond milk was lower calorie. But I was lifting a lot. Like because I was trying to play football and all that, so I was lifting a lot. So it really didn't affect me. But then when I graduated and I didn't have as much time to work out and lift, I still had almond milk, but I was still lifting and all that, and it literally turned into a little bit kind of like boobish, you know, like your pecs are supposed to be like facing down as like a man. They're supposed to be like straight or down. But like my chest kind of like turned up like this, like a boob. And like I said, it freaked me out and I asked what was going on. So I researched more and like everything pointed to slight traces of estrogen. There's estrogen. Like, what do you check what you're eating? And I'm like, oh my God, it's the almond milk. So as soon as I got off the almond milk, oh my God, it's the soy milk. As soon as I got off the soy milk and I did the same workout and everything and I switched to almond milk, my chest went from flipping up to back down. So I was like, okay, it was definitely the soy milk that like, you know, boobed me or something. So yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, almond milk has like, it tastes like cloudy water. It tastes like somebody took like a drop of milk, like say like you got a bunch of water, and don't get like get like the unsweetened 30 calorie almond milk. Don't get the 80 calorie almond milk. Don't cheat. Don't get where they add the sugar. Don't get that one. Get the 30 calorie almond milk that's unsweetened vanilla or just unsweetened plain. And almond milk tastes essentially like you take like a drop of regular milk and you get like a big thing of water. Like get like a big thing of water like filled up and then like drop like 3 drops of regular milk into the water and drink it, and that's kind of how almond milk tastes. Now obviously it's not to the same level, but it tastes like really just thinned out milk. It can taste really nasty if you're used to like that full, you know, milky taste. It doesn't taste like that. It tastes like a really thin drink, but eventually you get used to it and you don't need to drink it outright. You can just make it with smoothies or use it for like if you like certain cereal, like protein cereal or something like that. You can use it with, or your cereals. Use it with that. You don't have to just like drink it outright, you know? Best exercise for lower chest. Definitely check online. It's going to be different for every person. So check for sure what's comfortable for you. I like doing seated dumbbell twists because it hits the lower chest right there. So I like lying down and up twist, but definitely check online for what would be best for you. I did. If you go back to watch some of my old videos in 2018, like I used to wear like collared shirts and you can literally see my boob sticking up and it was weird. Yeah, no high fructose sugar. Exactly, 7 moments, yeah. Can't do push-ups for your life. Well, we're gonna get you good now here, Cloud. Like I said, if you start eating salads, you start doing what I'm telling you to do, stop eating so much junk food and all of that, you're gonna be able to do that push-up. When I don't have control of myself, where I lose consciousness, I poop myself and goes liquidy. It happened. Okay, Ovi is a troll. Ovi is a troll. Ovi, we're gonna say have a nice night, Ovi. Have a nice night. I'm sorry, I gotta put you on a 30-minute timeout. You are weird, dude. I'm not talking about your dookie. What the heck? Go see a doctor, brother. Out here acting like Jabba the Hutt. Or freaking fat bastard from Austin Powers. What's going on here, brother? You need to, it's time to stop. It's time to stop. We're gonna stop right now, man. When you do a push-up, don't flare out your elbows. Keep them 90 degrees. Keep them 90 degrees. This guy. Oh yeah, I know Ovi's been weird. I know he's weird, but this was the weirdest. The sad part, I don't think he's playing around. I just need him to chill for tonight. I can't take any more of his questions, bro. That's all I'm just saying. Like, I just need him to chill for tonight, man. It's too much. That's way too much. Oh my gosh. Hit that like button though, guys. If you have not hit that like button, hit that like button. Let them know that we are streaming. Still got a lot of time left. We're gonna also get into Q&A section. So if you guys have video game questions and answers, Nintendo's new pricing for games and stuff like that, let me know. Be more than happy to answer your questions on video game stuff. I have not beat Xenoblade Chronicles X yet. I'm 155 hours in. I've been doing a lot of the side quests and a lot of the affinity quests. I've maxed out every single class. Like I'm at level like 60 something. I've got heavy scales and I've got a bunch of custom scales that I've been working on. And this is stuff that I never did. A lot of stuff that I never did when I first played the game through on the Wii U. So I'm seeing a lot of new content. So I'm almost done though. I got a few more chapters left, but I've pretty much cleared up a lot of the map. I've got at least 60 something % in every single region in terms of like on the frontier nav or like the segments. So I got a lot of yellow check marks. I've got $21 million in frontier nav money. I have over, I think, like 100,000 plus Miriam that I can go, or whatever that Maranium or whatever it's called, like that precious resource. I've got every cast member but two. The last two cast members are really stupid to get. They're really dumb. There's one that I'm on right now, and I'm not going to spoil it, but she's stupid. You have to do so many dumb things to get her quest to unlock. So I'm working on that right now too, like to get like the last two cast members. So yeah, I'm close. I'm getting closer. I'm going to play it tonight. I am going to play it tonight. So should be fun. Have we got over the sales for Famitsu? We didn't go over the Famitsu sales, but Popia is selling really good. I am going to talk about Popia, Devil May Cry, and more in tomorrow's videos. So I might just wait for tomorrow. I'm going to wake up early in the morning because I have to stream early. Oh yeah, guys, we're streaming early just because I got my other job that I got to do tomorrow and other stuff that I got to take care of, family. So I got my job and other stuff that I got to take care of on this Friday. So we are going to stream early. So if you want to come out to the stream, look out for the stream to be like in my morning. So probably a lot of you guys is like early afternoon or something, but it is going to be early. Like I'm going to try to see if I can wake up by and do it by like 8 a.m. Like 8 a.m. my time. So 11 a.m. ET, 10 Central. So look out for that. I'm going to try. I don't know if I'm going to be able to wake up and do it, but I'm going to try to do it. So probably no editing tonight. Probably just relax and play Xeno. And then wake up early tomorrow morning, get the video done. Or maybe I'll edit the video tonight. No Xeno tonight. Just edit. Get that video ready to go. Go to sleep. Wake up in the morning. Stream. And then relax till I got my other job and stuff that I got to do. So we'll see. See, what's your favorite team archetype to play against in Pokemon? I'm not sure if I have a favorite team archetype to play against. Yeah, I'm not sure. I just like to play. No, you're talking about she's my favorite. I hate how she's skimp on playing you for quests. Exactly. Like, but it's just annoying to unlock her quest. Like, and like to get her, like you gotta have like that one, the Calderos. You gotta have like 65%. So I'm like, I didn't have that place all like, you know, like I had like 40-something% of that place, right? So I'm sitting there. I am going to every place. I'm sitting there hunting down tyrants. I'm collecting treasures. I'm just doing all this stuff. And finally, I got to like 6-something%. But I have to unlock a couple other things to get like that quest to unlock where she's at. Like, I think it's the last leg though of her quest. So annoying, but whatever. Incline dumbbell press. Yep. Incline dumbbell press is good. Incline downward or upward dumbbell press, Jamal? What's up, Abaddon? Welcome to the stream, brother. How you doing today? Welcome, welcome. File 11 in Astral Chain. Yes, Astral Chain's so good. And it's so good, I don't want to play it again on my Switch 2 until there's a Switch 2 update. Until I can get that silky smooth 60 FPS. So I am waiting for that Astral Chain 2 update. OJ, what will you play after Xeno? I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm gonna play. I just gotta get Xeno finished, and then I can go from there, you know? I'm not sure, but I got plenty of games to play, I can tell you that. Do you know if there's sounds coming from Pro Controller advertised feature of the Pro Controller? I feel like more games should use it. It wasn't really an advertised feature of the Pro Controller. It's just something that some games do. But yeah, Popia is a mega hit. It is doing so good. I am shocked at how Popia... I mean, I'm not really shocked. But Popia... Dude, check this out for Popia, man. Like, let's go over the Famitsu. It's nuts, man. Like, it is crazy how well this game is doing. Like, I expected it to do really well. I expected it to do well. But, man, I don't know if I expected it to do as well as it did. So, let's take a look here. So, also, Hades 2 is finally coming to PS5 and Xbox Series on April 14th. So if you want that, you can check that out. Let's see here. I'm gonna find the Famitsu. Gotta make that review for RGT. I'm gonna make that review for myself. I review every big Xenoblade game, and I always spend a ton of time, but yeah. RGT's been waiting for it. Trust me, in my review, I'll have a lot more done than what he did. I can tell you that. Okay, where's the Famitsu sales? Okay, here we go. So yeah, Popia sold another 114,000. Switch 2 sold another 81,000 units. But Popia is crazy. Popia has sold over 700,000 units. That, I think they made a mistake. They put 7 million units for lifetime sales, but it's definitely not sold 7 million units. I think it sold like 770,000 units. They just made a little typo. But yeah, it's nuts. And the thing about Popia is that that's just physical sales. The digital sales we know are 500,000 plus units in Japan. According to what Nintendo said, that Popia in the first 4 days sold 1 million in Japan. And we found out that it sold 500,000 copies in Japan physical. Well, a bit over 500,000. So since the launch, it's been selling 100,000 copies plus. So it launched on March 5th. So in the few weeks afterwards, it's been selling 100,000. It sold 500,000, 100,000 plus, 100,000 plus. This is insane. Very, very, very good. Usually you see sales like drop off lower. Very good. And like I said before, Mario Tennis Fever, just steady. Number 5 on the charts. Steady selling 7,000, 8,000. People were comparing it to Mario Tennis Aces, but you can't. Mario Tennis Aces launched, there wasn't a lot of games. Switch 2 has way more games, way bigger games, way more games. So it's going to be more of a steady play as you go. That's how Mario sports games are. They usually don't sell 100,000 plus copies in Japan like day one. And if they do, once again, it's an isolated game. Switch 2 has way more content. So Mario Tennis Fever just been selling steady. 90K. And it's going to be over 100K in the next 2 weeks. So just like Mario Tennis Aces. So right about that again. Resident Evil, Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection has a good hold on Switch 2. The PS5 version fell off the face of the earth. Or fell off the top 10, not the face of the earth. But yeah, we're starting to see more Switch 2 games. Just like before in the early, it was kind of like, there obviously wasn't as many Switch 2s. But now we're starting to see more Switch 2 games in the top 10 for Japan. It's starting to become very common. Mario Kart World, Mario Tennis Fever, Pokemon Popia, Animal Crossing, and then also Switch 1 games are still plastered throughout. So, good stuff. Yes, we still need to Party Man. I know. I'm sorry. I'm just... Oh, my God, man. I am just so far behind. But yes, we do need to play. And I will, at some point, get to Mario Tennis. But I got to actually play more. So that might be the game that I play next more. Because I have not played enough of Mario Tennis. I have not played enough. Popia will hit evergreen status and sweep the awards. It's not going to sweep the awards, but it's definitely going to hit evergreen status. Nintendo have pulled a strategic blinder by pulling out the hardware power war and what's a blinder? And building a market around simpler games with consistent release cadence and market segmentation nailed. Well, really, all they did was combine their handheld and home console because they always have consistent releases. They just had to do it all on one system, you know? Let's see here. Yeah, but yes, Party Man, it's happening, brother. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point for sure. Yeah, Switch 2 Pro controller is fantastic, but the Switch 1 Pro controller, I have this Tears of the Kingdom controller. It's still really good, but I do think that the Switch 2 controller is better. Those back panels make playing... Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't even really notice that. Those back panels make playing Xenoblade Chronicles way better. Xenoblade Chronicles actually plays better on a Switch 2 controller. If you have a Switch 2 Pro controller, I would say it's a significantly better game. Well, significantly better for controls, because you can map the D-pad to the back panels to easily be able to cycle through your arts. That is so much better than using the D-pad, because in Xenoblade you have to move and position yourself to be like on the side, in front, and back, depending on what art you want to use. So it's so much better to have that Switch 2 Pro controller because of those back panels. Now you can map your controller better. Like you can map it to where it's like, okay, you can use the top art like these, which I did before, but then you also have to map the other controls to where it's not the same thing, and then sometimes you get mixed up when it tells you press this to do this button, but it's not that button. So let's see. Switch 2 D-pad isn't as good as the 8BitO Pro 3 though. The Switch 2 D-pad is it's a lot better than the original Switch 2 or the Switch controller. I don't know if it's better than that controller that you're talking about, but from what the tests go, like I guess the test for the Switch 2 D-pad is significantly better. But the 8BitO doesn't have HD rumble, so for me it's an instant no. I can't use that controller because I like HD rumble. So I need to have my HD rumble in my games. So that's the problem, like with the 8BitO controllers. It just has regular basic rumble, which is not bad. I like the 8BitO controller. It's good I have one, but no HD rumble. A lot of Nintendo's like best games, even like Xenoblade Chronicles, has like nice HD rumble implementation. I really want Nintendo a set of Joy-Cons D-pad. How's that not a thing? I don't think they just don't want to do it at this point. If you want a D-pad, obviously you use the. But what I would say, Sonic Slim, is just you need to just get it modded. You go ahead and just get it modded and get a D-pad put on there for you, because I don't think Nintendo's going to do it. I don't think that they are. If they haven't done it, they didn't do it throughout the whole Switch 1, they're probably not going to do it down here. But I could be wrong. But yeah, go ahead and just get that baby modded up. Find somebody on Etsy. They'll hook you up, or you can buy some already done. Switch 2 Joy-Cons already done, and just go ahead and just pay for those. Just get that. Just picked up last week, so I'll try it out. Nice. Hey, take it easy, Shane. Thanks for coming out to the stream, brother. Appreciate you, man. Let's go. So yeah, Switch 2, 81,000 units sold in Japan. Best-selling system, obviously. Next best-selling Switch family system sold 18,000, and then the PS5 family sold 14,000. Series sold 209 units, and PS4 19 units, baby. PS4 still has like 20 people each week somehow buying new PS4s. They're just like, yo, I'm gonna use this for like Fortnite or something like that. So that's a thing at this point. Switch 2 is over 4.8 million units so far in Japan. It should reach 5 million here within the next week or so. So it'll be 5 million units in less than a year. That is wild. Very wild. Very good. I would have a Joy-Con for Switch 1 D-pad made by Hody. Yeah, you can get the ones for Switch 1. But once again, you know, those don't have... Like, I don't think those have... Those don't have Rumble. Those don't have, like, HD Rumble. So that's my only issue with those. Our Nintendo confirmed they are not slowing down on shipments. Nintendo didn't confirm that. I think there was like a firm, Goldman Sachs or whatever. They came out and stated that this is just a speculation that you should buy Nintendo stock or something. I don't know. I don't think Nintendo actually came out and said anything though. Or like the major websites would have picked it up. But there's no point in commenting on it. There's really no point, because then you get into the war of having to comment anytime that somebody makes a clickbait video or says or a clickbait thing. So Nintendo doesn't need to comment. They're selling. Switch 2's selling good. It's gonna sell it's selling even better now with Popia. They're gonna have the big games as well. They're gonna have Splatoon, and they're gonna have Fire Emblem. They're gonna have Dustbloods. They're gonna have more big games coming. They're gonna have big third-party support. They're gonna continue to sell well. So there's not really any need to comment or say anything, to be honest, because like it's just a speculation article anyway. Bloomberg consistently made Switch 1 articles of that it's sputtering out of control. The sales are bad. They need to drop the price, otherwise nobody's gonna buy it. Like, this is what Bloomberg does. They're a stocks website, and like obviously when you talk about stocks and buying and selling, you go to extremes. It's not just like it's like either it's the greatest thing ever or it's the worst thing ever. And that's how they feel like they know more. And they talk to analysts that nobody's ever even heard of a lot of the time. So yeah, I wouldn't really spend too much time or worry about that too much. All right. Nah, they hurry. No Rumble. I use Nitro Deck for Switch 1 to play. Yeah, Nitro Deck's not bad. Nitro Deck's not bad. It's pretty good. It is pretty good. Suppose you just drop by and say hello, back to work. Question, do you think Nate the Hate talked about on the next episode that's coming out? Well, I don't know, Blaze Joker. We can just wait to see what they talk about. So it's gonna be up tomorrow morning, right? So I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a good podcast. So we'll just have to wait and see. I didn't know you guys needed Rumble like that. Yeah, I mean, I think you play a lot of competitive games, right? Like fighting games. Fighting games, you don't need Rumble. You don't need Rumble at all. If anything, it might be a detriment. Or like competitive games, for the most part, you don't really need Rumble. So I can understand why you're not really big on it, you know, or even if it's not just competitive or fighting games, like some people just don't care about Rumble. I don't really care about like regular Rumble. Like Rumble is like, but like HD Rumble, I care about. Like haptics, like PS5 controller, HD Rumble, I care about that because that made Rumble like personal. Like that, like a lot of the Rumbles, like for example, like if you're playing Xenoblade Chronicles X, if you're flying up high, it'll be like a jet propulsion that'll like hit you like in the front of the controller. When you land your Skell, the bottom of the controller will be like a mech. When you get out of your, and I kid you not, it does this on the Switch 2 version. When you get out of your mech, the left side of your controller, because you have to press ZL to get out, it feels like you're clicking out of something. It's like a click, click, and like you're like, as if you're like a pilot, and like you clicked out of something and you went down. It's so, I can't describe the feeling, but it's like a couple clicks, and then it's like a shift downward of the controller. Like you are like personally getting like coming out of a like a Gundam, you know? It's crazy how some of the HD Rumble works. Like when you get hit certain times, certain weapons have like a flare. It'll like pan the controller. It'll like spread. Oh god, I can't even explain it. Like certain guns have like a right side thing where it'll hit like that depending on like what you do. Like certain weapons, like when you hit like enemies, it's nuts. And it's not like it's all the time. It's just subtle sometimes, right? The landing stuff, that happens every time though. But like the gun stuff and all that. I'll be honest with you, OJ, boost mode is a game changer. Having to take Joy-Cons off in order to do Pro Control is a little annoying. Yeah, a little annoying with that. But yeah. But I mean, you can't use the Joy-Cons to just... You can't use the Joy-Cons to just play a lot of the games. You just can't play handheld mode. I didn't know you just can't use the Joy-Cons in boost. Like, what games can you not use the Joy-Cons in boost mode to play? Yeah, basic Rumble not cool. Haptics or HD Rumble game. Yeah, I mean, no, it's basic Rumble's fine. Like, I like basic Rumble. I don't turn basic Rumble off, but like HD Rumble's just like way better. Oh yeah, Donkey Kong HD Rumble's nuts, man. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. They dropped the first Bowels patch for Fever as well not too long ago tonight. Okay. Nice. First Bowels patch? Okay, how'd the Balance patch work out? Party then. Why can I only super chat once per day? Is this some type of weird bank thing or YouTube setting anyone else? You shouldn't be able to only super chat once per day. If you refresh the stream and then or close out the chat, then bring it back up. It should do that. But yeah, that's weird. It shouldn't limit you. Shout out to Song. So I appreciate the super chat though. If you can't do another one, I appreciate whatever you do. I mean, I appreciate just having you here, to be honest. Rumble and Super Mario 3D All Stars, nice. I can use the Joy-Con in boost mode. I just wanted to use the Pro Controller instead. Oh, you're saying that you have to take off the Joy-Cons in order to do that? Yeah, I mean that's not that big of a deal, right? Just take them off and then use the Pro Controller, right? I guess just taking them off. Although I would say that if it was like the Joy-Cons on Switch 1, but wait a minute. If you're playing boost mode with the Switch 1, why do you want to play with the Pro Controller? Why do you want to use like the little screen and play? Like, why don't you just play docked? Why do you want to? I don't get it. Explain to me that process. Like, you want to just use the little TV and play with the Pro Controller? If you want to play with the Pro Controller, just play the Switch 2 docked. And that's the same as the boost mode. It's the same thing. Just play it docked with the game. Like, what's the point of doing that? I mean, like, that's like tabletop mode. Like, you want to play tabletop mode? Is that what it is? I'm testing now. It seems like they are balancing rackets and characters already, which is good. Okay, nice, nice. That's good. People are going to keep playing Mario Tennis, man. Good thing. Good thing. I am definitely not using the swing mode for Mario Tennis. I am not using the swing mode at all. I guess it can be a good workout, though. AC Rumble 2 is excellent on RE9 as well. You literally have the feel of footsteps, raindrops. Yes, RE9 J views 100%, man. HD Rumble in RE9 is so good. It's so good. So you recommend waiting on Astral Chain for Switch 2 upgrade, or should I just play in boost mode? I bought it. I bought it day one, but never beat it. If you don't mind 30 FPS, then fine, because it runs at a locked 30 for the most part, so it runs better than it does on Switch 1. But if you want 60 FPS, then wait. I mean, but you might never get it though. You never know. So. You might never get it. McDonald's Toys Mario Galaxy movie came out today. I didn't know they came out today, but I knew that they were doing them, right? Shout out to Sea of Stars, man. This game is awesome. Yeah, and I don't want to get. You gotta explain to me what's going on there. Yeah, I just want to do tabletop mode on Weird Like That. Okay, I got you. Yeah, just play docked. Just play docked. If that's annoying, just play docked. There's no point in playing. Like, I can understand tabletop mode, like if you're not at home, or if you're like in the living room, or like you're out of like your room and you don't have the TV. Then yeah, absolutely. Or if you're doing something else, maybe. I'm not really sure. But I don't think there's any reason to play tabletop mode when you're inside your own room with the TV right there. There's no point in playing tabletop mode, to be honest. Like, I play tabletop mode like with my daughter, like when I'm at like my mom's place, and like, you know, we don't have like the dock for like TV. Okay, then yeah, you split the Joy-Cons, or you take the I get a Pro Controller, she uses the Joy-Cons or whatever, and like you can just play tabletop mode and have it like that. But like if you're just, I mean, like in your room and the TV's right there, just use the TV, you know? Let's see. Yeah, I want to do tabletop. Okay, I already read that. My bad. RE Haptics. I feel like the PS5 first came out, really noticed it. It doesn't seem register anymore in the triggers. Really. Well, I haven't played too much of RE5, like shooting with Leon on PS5. I've played a lot on Switch too. Music from Sea of Stars is incredible. Great game. I put 40 hours into it from the start to finish. Nice change of pace after beating Requiem. Nice, nice. Yeah, like I think I might need to go back to Sea of Stars. Like the DLC was pretty cool. DLC was dope, so I'm looking forward to more. All right, let me see if there's any other questions. You guys can tag me at PlayerEssence, hashtag PlayerEssence by itself. More than happy to answer all of your awesome questions, boys and girls. Switch 2 first year was pretty good. I thought the Switch 2 first year, which is not even done yet, we got till June. It's been awesome. Been one of the better first years, if not the best first year, in many ways. Especially if you include third party, absolutely. You know. So. This has been good. How far are you from the mainline Splatoon, you think? Debating getting 3 or waiting. I mean, the cool thing about Splatoon is that like you can play it like whenever, but I think that we're probably at least a year or so out from that. About a year or so out from the from Splatoon. Just because Splatoon 3 came out in 2022, so we're going on 4 years now. This year will be 4 years. So they've definitely been cooking up a new Splatoon game in that time. I don't know if it's going to be this year or next year. We have Splatoon Raiders, but something tells me Splatoon Raiders is connected to Splatoon 4. It's like a bridge to Splatoon 4, and they're going to announce Splatoon 4 as well. So Splatoon Raiders, side spin-off game, and Splatoon 4, the main course. So I think that's something that's gonna happen. I count the first, second, and third party. Well, yeah, if you count everything, then yeah, Switch 2 is definitely by far the best system when it comes to that. Nintendo's done with that by far. By far. Luigi's Mansion? Yeah, we'll see what they do with Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is an interesting... it's obviously selling really well. Luigi's Mansion still sells well. I think they're over 15 million units with Luigi's Mansion. So, you know, it's one of those things to where you're going to get another Luigi's Mansion. I just don't know when, you know? Did we ever get numbers on Advance Wars? We never got numbers on Advance Wars. I don't think we did. But, I mean, if they wanted to continue it, they'll continue it. So, if they want to do it, they'll do it. If they don't, then they don't, you know. But Advance Wars was never a big selling franchise to begin with, so. There's a sale on Octopath Traveler Zero and Triangle Strategy. Have you played them, and would you recommend buying either or both? I've played Triangle Strategy. I have a review on my channel of it, and it's incredible. I love it. That review actually got me over 1,000 new subscribers, and that review was very well liked by a lot of people that watched that review. So go watch my review on that. Octopath Traveler Zero has a demo, so if you want to check out the demo, you should check it out. But they're both really good games. I think people do think that maybe Traveler Zero is a little bit better than Triangle Strategy, but Triangle Strategy is it's a strategy RPG, and Traveler Zero is a turn-based RPG. Traveler Zero I think has more content too. So I would probably say maybe Traveler Zero might be the better pickup right now because you can play the demo. I think Triangle Strategy also has a demo too. I think they both have demos. But Triangle Strategy is locked at 30 FPS on Switch 2. I think it's on Xbox and PlayStation or PC. It's 60 on there. But on Switch 2 and on Switch 1, it's 30 FPS. I think. So keep that in mind. Advance Wars never even came out in Japan. Yeah, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. They kept on delaying it because of the war with like Ukraine and like Russia, so it got delayed. It just got messed up, man. It was just unfortunate circumstances, you know. So that was a thing. Party Man with the Ninja Peach. Let's go.
My issue with this generation is not the games, but Nit feeling like or having time to play these games during the week because of exhaustion from work. LMAO.
Yeah.
Been a lot of big changes at my job and some stressful things happening. Hard to game sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I remember one time, Party Man, not to make it about myself, but I'm sorry that you're having some stressful stuff and big changes. But I remember one time I was so stressed out from my job because I used to work at like a car rental place, And like apparently I didn't do a good enough job of vetting the person before like the car rental, because you know, like sometimes like if you want to rent the car without a credit card, you have to have like 3 references and a bunch of stuff, and like apparently I didn't vet the references well enough, and a little bit of old-fashioned, you know, stereotyping played a part into it of like my assistant manager, and she was freaking out on me, just freaking out. Oh my god, we're not gonna get our car back. And like I couldn't even, when I went home, I couldn't even think, bro. I couldn't even play a game or nothing. So I know how you feel like with stress and like certain stuff that happens like at work, brother. So I'm sorry to hear about that, party man.
I posted on X, but the Nintendo Today app reminded I was 19 when I played Super Mario 3D World. Just graduated high school earlier that year, thinking
Nice.
everything is going to be great. And Nintendo is fixing to start killing it with Wii U. Man, lol.
Oh yeah, I saw this post. Super Mario 19 years ago, Justin 19 years ago, says, feature game title, Super Mario 3D World. Mario and friends set out, you were 19 years old. Not 19 years ago, but you were 19 years old. Mario and friends set out to save 7 Sprixie princesses captured by Bowser in this 3D platforming world. Pounce and climb walls as Cat Mario and duplicate yourself as double Cherry Mario and all that good stuff. So yeah. Oh man, long time ago, right? 10 plus. Super Mario 3D World was 2013, so 13 years ago. 13 years, and yes, the Wii U was getting ready to dominate with it. It was getting ready to dominate. Getting ready to dominate. That's what was happening, man. As a content creator, how do you force yourself to finish a game? I love Xenoblade X, but it's just such a huge game. Well, I like it a lot, so I try to play games that I like a lot. You know, if I don't like the game a lot, then it's going to be hard to finish, you know? Hey, what's up, Minato Mario? Yeah, time flies. Time flies. It just goes by that fast. Although my life was so different back when 3D World came out. I mean, 2013 was just... 2013 was crazy. So, it was just crazy. It was a interesting year. I was going through like a lot of changes and stuff like that, but ultimately I think it was an interesting year. It was just an interesting year for me. But I had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun when it comes to that, you know? A lot of fun. Good night from the UK. It's been nice interacting with you. I didn't hurt anyone. I'm sorry. I'm a more open-minded person. I thought being weird is okay. No, it's okay to be weird, OV Phoenix. It's okay to be like weird, but like you out here talking about your dookies and stuff like that. I'm not trying to hear about your triple chin Burger King or triple chin Big Mac dookies. Like that's just something that like you gotta just. I'm not a doctor, so I highly recommend OV stop stuffing your face with burgers. Stop eating triple Macs and Big Macs. Stop eating just junk, brother. Eat some vegetables. Like you're not a child anymore. I don't gotta be your pops to tell you eat vegetables. Like you gotta take better care of yourself, brother, so you can be alive. Don't you want to be alive to play all the cool Nintendo games that are coming out? You stuffing your face with burgers is not great, and I don't want to hear about your UK tea and crumpets and burger dookies. Like that's just something that I'm not trying to hear about. It's okay to be weird. Once again, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, that's just something I ain't trying to hear about, fam. And like I said, please, like, take better care of yourself. Like, you don't need to be stuffing your face, like, once again, with burgers all day, you know? Eat some salads, eat some vegetables, like, so. So, yeah, this man made a tuna, this man Dookies must be diabolical. This man must be diabolical. For this man out here eating tuna, sugar, jam, and jelly. This man just put anything in there. He just like put anything. He just, I'll have some of this, and I'll have some of this, and I'll have some of this. He just puts whatever he wants in there. This man take the whole jam. He just puts the whole bottle in there. He just dunks the whole. He's putting a bunch of sugar. Like what, bro? What is happening, man? So yeah, Ovi, brother, look up healthy diets for UK chaps. Okay, that's what I want you to do. Look up healthy diets for UK chaps, and start eating healthier, my man. Like I said, I ain't gonna try to have you looking like I said, looking like Jabba the Hutt out here. Jabba the video game Hutt. Man, can I get how over the graphics look in Xenoblade Chronicles X? The update is definitely an improvement. I know, I thought it looked good too, man. But it's whatever. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, smoothie. Just complete fat ass for like no reason. Oh, excuse me. I did not say that. I meant to... Now you're eating sugar-packed tuna, like, bro, what is wrong with you? There ain't no way. That's why I think he's messing with me. Like, tuna, jam, jelly, tuna, 10, he said 10 cups of sugar? Like who? Ain't no way you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's no way you do that. I think he's messing with me. There's no way you do that. You're just joking. You got to be joking, brother. Deport him with the $5 dono. Nikocado avocado or whatever that guy is. So speaking of health, Wings of Redemption has been on a diet since the beginning of the year, and he went from 435 pounds. Went from 435 pounds to 446 pounds. Thoughts? Oh no, man. I have the same thoughts of people that were sitting there telling me that they're gonna make a video on me out here eating Krispy Kreme donuts and stuff like that, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like, listen. I don't have any thoughts. 435 to 446. The diet's not working, Deported. The diet's not working, man. It ain't working. So, you know, he needs to try something else. Puts the diabetes in diabolic. There ain't no way you put 10 scoops of sugar. That just don't even sound right, bro. Like, there ain't no way. Nobody makes a smoothie and put 10 cups of sugar. Like, even like Coca-Cola, like the soda companies would be looking at you like you're crazy. And like soda is like half sugar, half diabolical, half trash, half poison. And even the soda companies would be like, bro, what you putting so much sugar in that for? And they're poisoning you. So it's like, that's crazy. Definitely take care of your body. It's your temple. You have only one life to live. Exactly, man. Like, this man, avocado, Nikocado. Ovicado, avocado. This man straight up made like $1 million. That man made millions and said, yeah, I was skinny the whole time. This man pre-recorded everything. Made sure nobody saw him in public. Exercised and worked out. Made millions of dollars and said, deuce. I played all you guys for being stupid. He got all of us, bro. That was one of the all-time GOATs. I gotta say, that's one of the all-time GOATs right there. That Nikocado dude. Social media is crazy because 30, 40 years, 10, 20 years ago, you couldn't even do something like that and make any money. But the fact that he did that and tricked everybody and made sure nobody saw him and was just skinny and was like, yeah, I just want to see how you guys would react. That's why I gotta give him mad props. That's like Mega Mind. That's like Professor X type stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's Mega Brain right there. And he made millions along the way. Played everybody. Crazy. 2 steps ahead. I mean, that still destroys your body. That man has crazy mental fortitude, though. Like, to do what he did, that's harder than anything. I don't think I could do that. I couldn't eat like Jabba the Hutt for a year or whatever, however he did it. And then all of a sudden just get yourself in shape like that. Like, no problem. But then again, once again, if you're committed to what your plan is, then maybe you could. Because of course you're not going to eat like how he ate. You're not going to be grinding up burgers and eating like that. So once you stop eating like that, the weight will come off. If that was never your plan, but I bet you anything he was throwing up and he was feeling like crap all the time. So, I mean, that's crazy mental fortitude to do what he did. I got to give him props. I got to give him props. Steven Quinn with the $2 dono says, I'm allowed to bring up this YouTuber about health? Am I allowed to bring up this YouTuber about health? I think meant health. It depends on what YouTuber it is. Like, if it's somebody controversial, like politics and all that, then nah. Like, I'd rather you not bring him up or bring them up. Hey, what's up, Vatset? Welcome. He says fruit's supposed to be the sweetener in smoothie. Not to Ovicado, Nikocado. Ovicado's like, it's not enough sugar. I need more. This man said I have trouble breathing, sweat in my sleep, sweat just standing up, can't walk. How do you get to McDonald's, bro? What do you roll there? Like, this man's so big he can't even use fast travel in video games. They're like, nah, man, we good. Man, so big whenever you go to an elevator, the elevator just automatically just say, nah, we good. It just goes down. Nah, man. Use the stairs. I'm sorry. I don't think Nikocado, Avocado is that. I don't think he's actually that. I don't think he does all that. I think he's trolling me. I think he's just sound weird, bro. Let's see here. Killer Ninja with the 51 months. I appreciate that. I think he's just trolling. Yeah, I saw the whole Devil May Cry 5 leak situation or whatever. Yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, he gorged on food on purpose, but it's not to get attention. He gorged on food to make money. It wasn't to get attention. You know how much money? He made millions off his videos. His videos were some of the best viewed. He made millions. He made a ton of money. He did it to make money. That's what he did. He did it to make money. It can't fast travel. You can't associate with anything with fast because you ain't fasting. You ain't fast. There's nothing fast about you. The only thing you fast is eating fast. That's about it. You ain't moving fast and you ain't fast traveling. Let me just tell you that right now. Dude's so big whenever you get into the back of the car, it does a wheelie. That was just random. I ain't never heard that. I make that one up on the fly, but that's crazy. I don't think he's that big though. I don't think he's that big. Oh man. The funniest roast was the low tier god on Boogie 2988, bro. That roast. Why load? Why load? Kirby? hungry hippo? Oh my God. Low tier god is terrible, but that's gotta be that's one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Simeon Quinn with the 5. Oh my gosh. So let's check out this YouTuber known as Minster of Wellness. He talks about the human body and I learned a lot. Music Jurassic Park ambush. All right, I got you. Thank you for the 5, man. I appreciate that. Let's go.
Let's be real, some people out there sweat and you smell McDonald's. Lol.
I think Obi's just messing with us. I think he's just messing with us. I don't actually think. That's why I'm making jokes right now about it, because I don't think he's actually like that big. I don't think he's that big. He said he got a triple. I don't think he's got a triple chin. I like that's he's just joking around. He's having a little bit of fun. So he said he got a triple chin and always eat McDonald's. I don't think so. Arcade ambushed. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Simeon Quinn with the 5. I appreciate that, man. Says, I eat in my sleep. Instead of sleepwalking, he's sleep eating. Just wake up. Prognosis, sleep eater. That was his copy of Metal Gear Solid. It wasn't called Peace Walker, it was called Sleep Eater. The only his copy of Metal Gear, his was Metal Gear Solid 3000. Was it Metal Gear Solid 3? Metal Gear Solid Metal Gear Solid, not Snake Eater, eating everything. Metal Gear Solid, eat everything. Oh man. All right, good night. Hey, good night, Obi. I appreciate you, fam. Like I said, I think he's joking. See, like I think Obi's just joking around. He said it cheered him up. Yeah, Obi's just messing around. He ain't that big, so I feel okay now. Oh my god. Shout outs to Vadset. What's up, Vadset? Welcome to the stream, brother. I hope you're doing good. Big love to my man Vadset. Lego. Jurassic Park the arcade. Did I ever play this one, or did I play it in what's it called? I don't know if I know I played like arcade. So I played that. Have you seen this right here? This handheld mode? Oh my goodness. This is crazy for Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Look at this handheld mode. This is nuts. Oh my god. So, Switch 1 docked. Okay, not bad. Switch 2 docked, so much more clear. Look at Switch 2 handheld. This is obviously not the best shot of it, because it's just like a bull shot. It's not like a real screenshot. But man, that 720p looks blurry. I mean, obviously it wouldn't look as bad on your screen, because I played New Super Mario Bros. Or I played Super Mario Bros. Wonder Portable. It didn't look that blurry, but I guess compared to the other ones here. So then Super Mario Bros. Wonder on the Switch 2 handheld mode, 1080p 60. So yeah, but it looks noticeably more clean than the docked 1080p 60 compared to the docked, even handheld. So the Switch 2 handheld looks better. But I'm guessing no boost mode handheld. 720p looking rough. 720p looking, it's looking real. It's not looking too good. I wish he actually used music from the freaking game. I don't know why he uses this. Let's play music. Okay, here we go. Let's play music. Okay. I didn't know it was playing music. Alright, let's just take a look. Here's the Switch. Switch 2, yeah, noticeably better. Switch, and then, yeah, noticeably cleaner for the 4K resolution, super sharp. Yeah, just like no 120 FPS, that would have been nice, but, you know, that's not there. But 60 FPS obviously is still very good. Docked. Switch 1, Switch 2, yeah, you can see that it's just, The cleaner resolution just makes it look sharper. Just overall sharper. Loading times. Let's take a look at loading times. Okay, he doesn't have a timer. It's about the same. About the same. Characters. We know about the characters. We don't care about that. Yeah, frame rate's going to be locked at 60. That frame rate's not moving. I think also Digital Foundry also said same thing. They just would have liked 120, which, yeah, that would have been nice. I was wondering if they were going to do 120. Sometimes on the Switch 1 version of the game and the overworld map, you get some frame rate drops. Those are all gone apparently now. Excuse me. Mario Wonder is just beautiful, man. It is just a beautiful 2D Mario game. It really is. Just a very beautiful 2D Mario game. I want to play it again. I want to get the Switch 2 edition. I want to check it out again. Just for like some of the new content too, like the Toad Brigade stuff. It's the first. Yeah, thank you. Favorite one from childhood. Nice, nice. You know, I'm not a big fan of Jurassic Park. I've seen the games. Just nothing really interested me. But yeah, maybe I'll check it out for sure, Simeon. He's elephant in the other one. The Switch, I mean, it just goes to show you how nice the Switch 1 version is. Because the Switch 1 still looks very good. Still looks very, very, very good. But yeah, the Switch 2 version, there's a noticeable, obviously, uptick in, you know, in that. So, but yeah, the animations, the facial expressions, the game, just the gameplay is just so pristine. It's so nice. Makes me want to go play it again. I'm surprised they didn't go for 120. This was the exact game they could have used the example on the higher frames. Maybe the hotfix in one of these days. Nah, if they don't have it here, I don't think they're gonna hotfix it in. I just don't think that it was a priority for them to do it. I think that if they tried 120, maybe there was some issues like with the frame rate, or maybe they couldn't get it to lock in at 120, and they didn't want it like to where it was like herky jerky or something. Maybe there was something there. I think it could have been like Animal Crossing, right? Like, why isn't Animal Crossing at 60 FPS on the Switch 2? So, I mean, yeah, it's like one of those things to me where it's like, you know, like, if they don't have it here, I don't know why they would add it later. That doesn't make any sense. You know, it's a rematch. It's not even a remaster. It's just like it's like a upscaling, right? It's just like an upscaling of the game, and some new content. So if you're gonna put it in, it's gonna be in at the beginning. I don't think they're gonna wait. They're not gonna add it in later. At least I don't think so. Now, I could be wrong, but yeah, I don't see them adding it. If it's not here, then it's not here. You know. I mean, but they you know, unlike Metroid Prime 4, they told you 120 FPS. So I think if they're going to have 120, they're going to let you know beforehand. They're definitely going to let you know and tell you. Yeah, so I mean, I wish they would have had it though. I'm with you though, J-Views. Like, I wish they would have had it. I thought maybe they could, but they don't, which is unfortunate. Might be their idea for sequel to push it how much smoother. Yeah, maybe for the sequel, maybe. I mean, it looks so much cleaner. Even like this little chipmunk thingy that's shooting nuts or berries or whatever the heck that is, like that even just looks noticeably cleaner. It's gonna be good for like, because like I noticed the resolution like on my TV, like okay, I was like, okay, I can kind of notice this. It's a little crusty, but it was fine. But yeah, portable mode, I didn't play too much portable mode, but yeah, the portable mode definitely looks a bit crust. Looks a bit crust from what I can see. Shout out to guys. I appreciate that. Yo, Platinum. 185 on the board. 15 combos away from the double Platinum. I appreciate you guys' support, though. I really do appreciate that. Let's go. Thank you for the support, like always, boys and girls. Thank you so much. Let's get back to this. I have to block DF after them complain about 120 for Mario Bros. Wonder. I'm done with them. I wouldn't block. I think DF is pretty good, man. I think DF is pretty good. I think that out of a lot of the major websites, they've got some real core, I think, fair fans of the medium, of Nintendo and stuff. I think that John Linman and I think that the Oliver, I think that they generally like Nintendo a lot. Obviously, like, you know, they're not always going to be everything. Like, you don't have to agree with everything, but they're not haters. They actually really like, I mean, even like Oliver, he was like, yeah, I played only Switch games last year. Like, those were all my game of the year was like all Switch games. And, you know, he's a PC guy too. He's a power guy as well. So it's like, you know, I know people sit there and say they don't like it, but like for me, even if they mess up on something, I can't sit there and say that, oh no, I'm not gonna, you know, mess with them, because they've been very fair, in my opinion. They haven't been completely 100%, but nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. I've messed up too. So I've got to give them, I'm going to always give them the benefit of the doubt until I see differently. But from what I've seen them say on their show, they've been pretty pro Switch 2. They've been pro Nintendo, pro Switch 2. And when there's something to call out, they call out. They call out the game key or whatever. They call out the $80 mark. Like, and I like that. That's like me. When there's something to call out, call it out. But you don't need to fabricate or make up things to push social media anger or grifting. Like we see with a lot of these other people from other websites and stuff like that. When something's not good, you call it out like not good, but you don't need to make up problems. And that's the problem that we see with a lot of content creators. They make up things to be upset about. They make up speculation on articles and then get mad about that, then push agendas and push stupid nonsense for views and clicks. I don't see Digital Foundry do that. Are they perfect? Have they done everything right? No, but nobody has. I definitely haven't. So you got to give everybody a little bit of grace. Like if I hear them saying, oh man, I really like this game. I like Metroid Prime, or I like this, or I like Kirby. That was great. And giving games good reviews and giving them fair analysis. Hey, this is not so good. This is good. I think they've done that. Now, once again, perfect? No, but nobody is. So I understand it. Like I get what you're saying. I mean, it is, you know, they got 4K 60 and they're still complaining. I get that, but to me, man, it's like, all right, whatever. You know, that's how they feel. That's how they feel. But based off of what they've said, and I think, like I said, how fair they've been post Switch 2 launch, I think it's fair. I think, you know, I think they've been fair enough, at least. Yes, they do double. Once again, yes, they've doubled down on things that they're wrong about. Yes, I know. But like I said before, I already said before, nobody's perfect. You know, nobody's perfect. So just got to keep that in mind too, you know? Let's see. John and Oliver generally like Nintendo. Yeah, John and Oliver generally do. Now the other people, no, not really. But John and Oliver generally do like Nintendo. Handheld won't change much because of boost mode. Well, this is we're looking at the Switch 2 edition of the game. So it looks like it's actually a little bit better some way. I don't know how. Maybe we got to look at the analysis from Digital Foundry. But from the hand, but from the it definitely looked a little bit cleaner. Even with the like, it looked better. The Switch 2 native version, the Switch 2 version of Mario Wonder, looked a bit cleaner in handheld mode, the 1080p 60, compared to the docked Switch 1 mode, which would be handheld mode for Switch 2 Boost. It looked a little bit cleaner from the comparison. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be a big difference, no. But it did look a little bit cleaner. Shaw X says, I don't know what you're talking about, OG. I'm Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. DF made it clear that they favor the deck over other things. I don't know if they do. I think they actually think the Switch 2 is a bit better. Yeah, being a Switch 2 edition would disable the boost mode because now it's running natively on the hardware. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if the only way that you'd be able to get the handheld boost mode is if you don't have the upgrade. You just play the native Switch 1 version of the game. Yeah, the only issue with the original version of Wonder was the whack boss fights. Now seems to be resolved. Yeah, they did fix that. I think like some of the reviews, they're just like, yeah, it's like okay. Like when it comes to like it doesn't last too long, but it's just like okay. You know, the content isn't like mind blowing, but it's just solid. And like a lot of reviewers, let's just be real, they don't have people to play multiplayer with, so they don't really care about the multiplayer stuff. So I'm picking up Wonder again, and I was more critical on it due to the Wonder lack of OG lack of bosses in some worlds, not using the Wonder powers and bosses to change it up more. Oh yeah, that would have been so much better. Like to have different like Wonder powers, maybe even like exclusive Wonder powers for bosses. So I think like if there's like a Wonder 2, which I think that they should definitely do a Wonder 2. Like, I think they should, like, so we don't have to wait 15 years for the next one. They should definitely do like in the next few years. It doesn't have to be anytime. Like maybe 2 years from now, 2 or 3 years from now, do like a Wonder 2. So if they do like a Wonder 2, because there's so many ideas, there's so many different things that you can do with the Wonder gameplay mechanics. And I bet you anything there's ideas that they cut out. They cut out like probably a bunch of ideas for like wonder seeds and wonder effects and power-ups. Like you can go all out. Like make it like the Mario Bros 3 of Mario Wonder. Make it like go all out with 2D, you know? So that would be awesome. They was bugging on the DLSS 5 though. I'm gonna keep it a buck when they backpedal. Okay, yeah, that backpedal, bro. I could have swore I didn't know if that was, you know, the Ledbetter guy or if that was Deion. I don't know if Deion Sanders turned into an old white dude. They were backpedaling like Deion Sanders in his prime, like prime time, like they were backpedaling like Deion Sanders versus Jerry Rice. They were backpedaling like Champ Bailey. They were backpedaling like freaking Revis Island. They were backpedaling better than all pro Daryl Green. Straight up, man. Straight up backpedaling. They were, woo. I didn't know if it was, like I said, I didn't know if I saw Deion Sanders out there, all pro. Man, crazy. I thought he was about to hit the little Deion touchdown celebration after that backpedal. God dang. That man was backpedaling, running like Sonic backwards. Oh man. So I don't care about the Switch 2 edition reviews. I just play it myself. I'm cool with Wonder 2 as long as they don't go the new Super Mario Bros. Route. Yeah, just no more new Super Mario Bros. Yeah. DF loves Uncanny Valley. Bruh, man. Looking like Michael Jordan. Looking like Deion Sanders. I'm down for another Bowser's Fury type game in between the main longer 3D games at lower price though. We'll see what they do with something like that. Yeah, Ken. We need to follow up the 3D world. Switch proved that you can have 2D, 2.5D, 3D all at the same time. I mean, I kind of want to do Concept Mario, but I mean, if they did a dope one, I mean, who would I'd buy it. I'd check it out for sure, you know? I agree, Solidus. There should have definitely been a performance toggle instead of 4K. I don't know if it was native 4K for Kenna, but a 1440p or a 1080p 60 would have been much more preferable than a 4K or whatever they're doing. Still waiting for that March Nintendo Direct from Nash Weedle. All right. Justin with the 3.
I played through Wonder with only Yoshi. I didn't like the elephant power-up, but I did restart the level if Yoshi took damage twice, and I barely used the flutter jump.
But Yoshi can't take any damage though, right? Because you don't like the elephant. Just don't get the elephant power up. Oh, but Yoshi. I mean, sometimes you need the elephant power up to get like just certain things, but Yoshi doesn't need that. Okay. I see why. Yeah, the elephant power up looks stupid. I mean, it's a like the functionality is kind of cool. I mean, you're strong and all that, but yeah, Mario looks kind of dumb. I'll keep it a buck. He does look kind of dumb. Like usually Mario's power ups don't change him so dramatically. Like, a lot of times it's like an outfit. So, like, I think if they would have just designed, like, an elephant outfit instead of him turning into an actual elephant. Like, so, yeah, I agree with you on that one. Definitely it should have just been, like, an outfit. Like, you got a trunk. You know what I'm saying? You get big floppy ears. Or you get some ears. You get, like, the tail. And, like, maybe your skin kind of, like, you get, like, an outfit. Like, an elephant outfit or something. But, yeah, him turning into, like, a big old looking, like, diaper dandy elephant. Like, thick, big old. And, like, yeah, it messed up Princess Peach, too. They had that stupid, like, doll look, you know what I'm like. So yeah, you're right about that. All of a sudden, you know, messed up my Princess Peach. So yeah, a lot of times I avoided the elephant power up if I didn't need it. But yeah, I see what you're saying on that one. That thumbnail of DF apologizing about their DLSS video was hilarious. I didn't watch it, but I laughed at that thumbnail. I watched some of the thumbnail, and yeah, like I said, it was just. Listen, man, like I understand why they probably had a full hands-on deck Slack meeting, bro. They had a full hands-on deck Digital Foundry. You know what I'm saying? Like, full hands on deck. Meeting. All right, guys, listen. We are not owned by IGN anymore. We have no corporate overlords. They cannot protect us. We need the people to be on our side. And if they start ditching us because people get crazy over AI, if they start ditching us and not supporting because of AI, we're in trouble. So let's just go ahead and reverse course on all this crap. I guarantee you that was the message that Ledbetter sent to his troops. It was like Gettysburg. It was like D-Day in the trenches. He had to, because once again, they're not owned by nobody anymore. They don't got anybody bankrolling them. They gotta have people on their side. They can't lose supporters. They need views. They got people making full-time salaries, and I don't think they're getting paid little. I think they're getting paid all right. So I know YouTube. And yes, they got a Patreon, they got other things, but you need a lot of views to make money on this channel. Like, you need a lot of views. See me, I'm a one-man team. I'm low maintenance. So people say, "Oh, Jay, your views stink." No, my views are okay. I'm okay because I edit all my videos, and I've been using the same camera since 2018 and the same mic since 2018. So I can roll with 10K, 20K, 8K, 9K. I can have a few lower views. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it's okay because I use equipment from almost a decade ago. Because I don't be analyzing like a Poindexter. I don't be analyzing, looking at frame rates and all that. I just get on here and talk. So it's no big deal for me. So I don't need all that. But they need views. So that's why I can come up here and be like, well, I don't care what you think. I don't care. That's why I can come here. I don't care. You don't like it. See yourself out the door. Because I'm low maintenance. Because money's not everything to me. Because I can chill. I can just edit my videos. Y'all drop a little support here and there, and I'm gonna keep working hard. That's why I got another job too, just in case. Just in case y'all just be like, I ain't gonna support you no more, Jose. You like AI? You're canceled. Ah! Okay, well, cancel myself to the next thing that I gotta do. You know. I never wanted to get bigger. Never wanted to get. I had people trying to say, OJ, I'll invest. I had people trying to tell me, like, companies like, yo, OJ, I got 100K, 200K, 300K. Invest. Get some editors. We'll pay them. Let's get bigger. I was like, nah, man. No. I'm okay. I had people try to invest and, like, turn it into, like, a legitimate, like, big company. I'm like, no, I don't want all that, man. It takes away the personality of it. Takes away the flair. Takes away the flavor. I don't want to turn into that. I don't want to turn into where it's like, okay, now I got to start doing this. I got to start doing that. I got to start, worrying about, Patreon subs. And nah, man, we're gonna roll. We're gonna roll here, and whatever happens, my boys and girls. So that's really what it's going down. Camera quality pretty good considering. Yeah. My quality not bad too. This is high quality equipment. This was state of the art. Well, actually, no, it was never state of the art, but it was high quality. A Lumix G7. Lumix G7. This is an Audio Technica. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I got a new. I'll tell you guys one more story before I gotta go because I gotta wrap it up here. But I'll tell you guys one more story. I bought one of those Shure, whatever podcast mics, with that cheesy looking white dude. Like, I bought one of those mics. You know what I'm saying? And like one of the mics that all the people use, all the different content creators, a Shure mic. Yeah, like the Z357, super cool mic. All the cool podcasters. Like, I bought one of those, and it sounded too good. My voice sounded so clear. It sounded so crisp. There was no grime. There was no, like, hood to it at all. I want it to be a little bit of quality and a little bit of ghetto. Like, just that's like my philosophy for what I do, is just a little bit of hood and a little bit of high quality. You can't forget your roots. You can't forget your roots. So I'm just gonna use this equipment till it breaks. I'm just gonna use, and I'll get another one. And whenever I get another one, it's not gonna be the highest quality. It will be just the mid-range. It'll be another mid-range camera or the mid-range mic, because I don't want it to sound perfect. I want there to be a little bit of sauce. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of sauce. When I do videos, I don't edit. I just roll with the improv. Hey, man, that's what you got to do sometimes. More PS layoffs with yeah, Sony did lay off some more people. So yeah, man. Says, if you don't care about views, then why were you begging for views like DSP last year when your channel was dying and you had to clout chase? clout chase on people's name. I don't ever recall begging for views. I recall telling people, hey, check out my videos. Some of these are kind of doing not so good, so check out my vids. But I'm definitely never begging like DSP. So that's some cap right there. I was just saying, hey, check out my content. I do some pretty cool stuff. But yeah, I never really do that. So I mean, but unless you want to direct me to where I was begging like DSP, go ahead and feel free to do that. And I know that's a sock account from somebody that I banned last year. But nah, I never really did that, my man. And then you got the clout chase on people's good name. Whose good name was I trying to clout chase off of? Are you talking about Nintendo? You're one of those guys that I banned from yesterday. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. Nightmare. I'm gonna give you the opportunity of a lifetime. I got a new show that I'm doing. It's gonna be an open mic show, and I want you, yes you, Nightmare, to start off. I want you to defend the good people's name that you think that I'm talking about. And you are invited to come here on my show and be the first guest in a debate. Prove me wrong of what I did wrong and everything. How's that? And you can tell me what I said on the good people's name. Go ahead. You deal? You good? You'll be the first guest. Is that okay? And if you're the first one, because I'm in a good mood tonight. All right, fam? So we can do that. You good? Stop the cap. You were there are receipts? No, I'm asking you. I don't care about any other receipts from anybody. I'm asking you to come through. And I'm on good people's name. So who was that good? Who was the good person's name that you're talking about? Go ahead and let the chat know. I want to know. I'm actually curious. Who was the good person's name that you're talking about? For the receipts that you're talking about. Let's hear it. Not just good. Who am I talking about? Go ahead. Go ahead. Don't direct me to somebody else's video. I ain't watching nobody else's video on me. You want to come here and talk? You got to do it yourself. So who is that? Okay. Exactly. Thanks for coming out to the stream. Yeah, you're scared. You're completely scared. Thanks for coming out to the stream, homie. Get banned. You haven't displayed the IQ. I asked you who were you talking about, and you don't even want to name it because you don't have anybody that you want to name because you know that you're a fraud. All right, moving along. This guy stinks. Oh man. Oh man, bro. Sorry, man. We gotta do it. We gotta do it to you, brother. We gotta do it to you, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Who did I say on the good person's name? Oh well, I'm not gonna tell you. You don't have the intellect to debate me, man. You need to stop the cap. That is the craziest cap that I have ever heard. You watching other people weirdo slop tubers videos and come in here acting like you're smart. As soon as you get pressed with who you talking about, I don't have the intellect to debate you. That is insane cap. That is Captain Crunch. That is Stretch Armstrong. This man's reaching for the moon. This man's Mr. Fantastic. This man, Mr. Fantastic. This man Stretch Armstrong, Mr. Fantastic. Bruh, this Dalcine. Who else be reaching like crazy? This man coming out and talking about calling him a nightmare. God, call you Dalcine. This man like yoga, stretch. This man, Mr. Fantastic. Stretch Armstrong talking about intellect, IQ. This man sitting in your sweaty chair, sitting there acting like, oh, bro, you gotta be kidding me. I had a good laugh though, Nightmare. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming out to the stream, homie. I said, who did I say? Whose good name? I'm not gonna tell you. We don't have the debate. You don't have the intellect to debate me. All right, man. This is a sock account. We ain't gonna play too much. We're just going to ban you. Move along.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Oh, fraud alert. Let's say, Jose, don't stop. No, I gotta go, man. We hit our 3-hour limit, so I want to say thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream today. Yeah, Monkey D. Luffy. Man, look like Monkey D. Luffy. How this man stretching like Monkey D without freaking the devil's fruit. This man just no powers but stretching. This man got no powers but stretching. Crazy. Like, man, stretching like Gumby. Stretching like Gumby. Call this man Arms. Oh my gosh. He was that gamer dude, ate the waffles from the gamer. Bruh. But no, seriously, thank you guys for coming out to the stream, man. I think they're talking about Nintendo and like slop weirdo, slop VTuber, schizo, wants to date me guys that clip everything. Like I said, I don't watch none of their trash, bro. Sorry, I can't watch AI slop. I don't be watching no weirdo VTubers too scared to show their face, getting destroyed in debates. I don't watch none of these people, bro. Their content's trash. I had to go take a look at that channel. I felt like I was about to have an aneurysm. The thumbnails were so bad. The AI slop was so apparent. Like, it was just garbage, bro. It was complete garbage. This stuff's not gonna exist. And like, this channel's garbage, complete garbage. So I don't watch none of this AI slop that people are saying that they're clipped. I don't watch none of it. There's no point. These people are, like I said, you want to talk about low IQ? These people are super low IQ. They're making pennies from sitting there and talking about other people instead of actually creating real content. Instead of actually creating real content and creating your own content and creating reviews or creating things that are going to be timeless or put together the list, they're over here talking about other men over the internet and not even getting paid well for it. So it's like, I don't be wasting my time watching any slop tubers. I don't watch. This stuff's trash. I'm sorry, I ain't watching. So any receipts that you got to bring the receipts here. You got to bring them here. You got to tell me. I ain't watching nothing. Don't reference nobody else. You got to tell me. So it's like, nah, I'm good. I don't be watching AI slop channels, AI slop tubers, AI thumbnails. Nah, I'm good, brother. You don't be watching that over here. I don't really watch nothing though, to be honest. So I don't even watch my own content. All right, guys, check out my most recent video. I'm gonna beg for you guys to watch my most recent video. If you haven't seen it, please check it out. I talk more about the Nintendo Switch 2 pricing adjustment and things like that. What I think is good, what I think is bad, breakdown, all that stuff. Like what could happen, maybe more $80 games. So make sure you guys check that out, man, if you haven't seen it. So check that out. Y'all think I'm joking when I say I don't watch my own videos. I really don't. Like, I just edit and I just like pop, upload. There's a mistake. There you go. Well, like, I don't be watching nothing. I don't even got time to watch anything these days. Except for when I go to bed, I can watch like Did You Know Gaming, or I can watch something like to go to help to go to sleep. But nah, man, I ain't really be watching nothing. But y'all watch my videos, bro. Y'all watch mine. I'm gonna beg you guys for views. Why'd you beg? There's receipts. Nah, y'all go watch my vids, bro. Go watch them. Check it out. All right, but thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. I appreciate it. Thank you. I think I already know where some of these weirdos are coming from. I'm telling you, man. Like, y'all need to fill out some job applications. Some of you weirdos coming to my stream all the time. Like, seriously, like, y'all need to go get employed. Stop living off the internet and getting mad at other content creators and what they tell you to get mad at or who they tell you to get mad at. Like, I just think that that's weird. Like, going to other content creators, they out here talk about men all day, which is just it is what it is. You like what you like. They're over here talking about men, looking at other men all day, talking about other men all day, clipping other men's channels all day, constantly listening to other men's voices all day and getting angry. Like, that's just, like I said, man, I don't know. You know, some of these people have been to prison before. I don't know, bro. Like, it's just weird to me. That's just weird. Slop tubers doing that just sounds real weird. And making pennies too, barely getting any views really to talk about it. So to me, that's just weird and sus. But hey, man, hey, look, like I said, I ain't gonna judge. Well, I am judging, but like, if that's what you want to do, that's just weird to me. But it'll be a cold day in hell if you ever catch me watching people's videos, got other men over the internet and clipping them of people that I don't like and trying to clip it up together to make money, to make pennies. Nah, that ain't happening, fam. I'm never gonna be doing that for like hardcore like crazy. That's sus. That's real sus to me. That's real sus to me. But hey, it is what it is. So all right, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you guys coming out to the stream. You guys are awesome. Love y'all so much. I'm gonna go chill, hang out, do some other stuff, get ready. I got work stuff to do tomorrow. other job and this job. So yeah, look out for that, guys. Watch my videos. It's all there. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the stream. I love y'all. And we will see you for tomorrow's JoJo Friday in the morning. Okay? All right, guys. Love y'all. Peace.